And now to the Class 2A rankings on Hootens.com. Top-ranked Fordyce takes its 3-0 record to upstart Clarendon this week, and we'll preview that one for you in just a moment. Number 2, Gurdon travels to Foreman. Another top 10 clash there. Junction City stays at number 3, followed by Des Arc at 4 and Poen at number 5. Clarendon moves up one spot this week to number 6. 7th-ranked Foreman notched its first win of the season last week. McCrory is 8th. Bigelow is number 9, and the Dirks Outlaws crack the top 10 with a 3-0 record. Well, Chris Hooten, the game of the week will be the biggest regular season showdown in a long time in Monroe County. Number 6, Clarendon, plays host to number 1, Fordyce.
David, Fordyce has got to avoid a letdown after knocking off Class 4A Monticello by a point last week in a Week 3 thriller. Senior Ross Mead caught the game-winning touchdown pass. Get this, David, his first ever varsity touchdown. Jaquez Cross for Fordyce, a typical week for him. Runs for 103 yards, catches 5 balls for 110 yards and a touchdown. At Clarendon, high-profile recruit Quincy McAdoo enjoys offers from more than 15 FBS teams nationwide, but junior quarterback Caleb Williams averaging 7 yards a carry. Senior running back Timothy Hampton, 7.5 yards per carry. But the pick here is a number 1 Fordyce by 13 at Clarendon.
All right, Chris, we ought to note that that is a non-conference game, and so are many of these in Class 2A this week, including the others involving 8 2A teams. Hampton is a 9-point favorite at home over Lafayette County. Parker's Chapel picked by 12 at Murfreesboro. A couple of other conferences still playing non-conference games, including, Chris, number 10, Derricks at number 12, Magnet Cove.
David, Derricks has raced to a 3-0 start, rarely attempting a pass. A week ago, Derricks ran 46 times, almost 300 yards, 5 touchdowns, in the easy win over Class 3A Jessieville. Magnet Cove, 3-1, got past Parker's Chapel last week by a touchdown behind senior.
It's time for Yellow Jacket football. The Yellow Jackets are coming off a great year, have high hopes for this year, and are making a step up in classification this season. So follow along for some exciting Clinton Yellow Jacket football action here on KHPQ. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Conway Regional Medical Center, Joe Lee Chevrolet, The River Company Insurance, Blagg Law Firm, Davis Cash Lumber, Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Grassroots Equipment, and by all the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Tonight's live video stream on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust. The player of the game each week, brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcers for tonight's game. KHPQ Sports Director Jeff Hall and announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket football action on KHPQ.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Hall, and we're just moments away from kickoff tonight in Clinton High School Yellow Jacket football, hosting the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs. Matter of fact, as we play the national anthem, let me see if I can turn it up just a little bit and join us.
Street.
And glad you could be with us tonight. We are live from Jim Tomlinson Field, and the national anthem kind of brings you right in on that. So certainly glad to be playing high school football here in the fall of 2019. Let me turn myself down just a little bit. It's a little bit hot there, but certainly glad to be back at home and ready for football as the Yellow Jackets take on the Mustangs, driving up from North Little Rock. Good weather tonight. It's cool out. It's overcast, but I don't see any rain around. And a good crowd making their way into the stands tonight. No restrictions on admittance here to football games on campus. You may have heard some of the other schools are having to do a voucher system, maybe some tickets, maybe limiting capacity. But come on out, wear your mask, and practice some of the safety protocols involved. But room for you tonight if you want to join us for football here at the field. Yellow Jackets looking to pick up their first win of the season tonight, taking on the Mustangs. Clinton fell at home last week in a loss to the Dardanelle Sand Lizards. Had a good game early in that one, first quarter, second quarter. Second half, got away from the Yellow Jackets just a little bit. Dardanelle, good 4A school. Clinton playing 4A football this year, moving up a classification from 3A, where they've spent the past two cycles in the Arkansas Activities Association. That'd be a 4-year run. Quite a successful 4-year run they had. Matter of fact, 3 of those years, last year's graduating class, finished as the winningest team, I think, in Clinton High School football history. Those guys did. So big shoes to fill this year for some guys who are picking up some playing time that maybe they didn't get as much last year. Maybe some new faces, some new names into the mix tonight. And so off to a little bit of a slow start here in the 2020 football season for head coach Chris DeFran, his staff, and the boys. But they're back at it tonight at home. Hope they get juiced up just a little bit, played in front of a good crowd tonight that's made their way out to Jim Tomlinson Field. It was senior night. You may have heard us talk about before, with all the uncertainty involving the 2020 football season around Arkansas, schools are planning some of their special events early on the season just in case we don't make it till November and week 10 of the high school football season. I know just listening to some of the high school football reports around the state, kind of games being canceled each and every week. Some games canceled tonight due to COVID for that. But thankfully we're able to play at the stadium, and we'll press on week to week and see how it goes here in 2020. Well, the teams are making their final adjustments. The captains are on the field for the coin toss. We're a couple of minutes away. Let's take one quick break back to the studio. When we return, my colleague will get you set for the kickoff. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
And my colleague Jeff Hall back at Jim Tomlinson Field, moments away from the kickoff between the Yellow Jackets and the Central Arkansas Mustangs. Opening conference play tonight here at Jim Tomlinson Field. Yellow Jackets come in and out with a record of no wins, 3 losses. First time since 2000 the Yellow Jackets have started 0-3. CAC comes tonight with a record of 3 wins, no losses, ranked number 14 in the state by Houghton's Arkansas football. But the teams they have played have a combined 0-8 record. They've played 0-3 Carlisle, 0-3 Mayflower, and 0-2 Class 3A Riverview. So we will definitely be the toughest opponent so far this season for Mayflower. Yellow Jackets come in tonight after a 34-14 loss last week at home against Dardanelle. CAC was off last week.
Well, the gold helmets abound tonight. Clinton in the black and gold, Central Arkansas Christian in the gold, white, and purple tonight. They will kick the football, kind of squib it down the field on the turf. It's fielded at the 36, and the Yellow Jackets will take it there. It was Jacob Hutto, the first to touch the football tonight on the kickoff return team. And here we go as the offense comes out the field. Harley Tobin at quarterback, the sophomore. This year he's going to be joined by Blaine Emberton in the backfield. And the first set of the ball game will split 4 receivers, 2 on the right side, 2 on the left. Tobin's in the shotgun. Let's see if is that Hutto beside him. He takes the snap, quick pass, right side down the sideline. Off the hands of Emberton. Had a chance to catch that one right in front of him there, just couldn't hang on to it. It falls incomplete, bring up second down. And so head coach Chris Dufrant's going to come out passing tonight. We've seen this team kind of have to rely on the run, maybe more in past seasons that they've had with this kind of young bunch in the backfield, but looking to air the ball out, and they're going to line up in a 4-receiver set again.
Yeah, this is the 5th season in a row that we've played CAC. This is by far the biggest lineman that they've had. And they usually are small on the line of scrimmage, not much depth, but have lots of skill players.
Well, the handoff to Hutto on the right side will pick up about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Clinton has the football at their own 39-yard line. They're moving right to left. That'd be moving east to west towards the scoreboard, if you're familiar here with Jim Tomlinson Field. And again, a 4-receiver set. Tobin's in the shotgun. He's standing at his own 34-yard line. The snap, 5 receivers. Looks deep, has time, throws it across the middle. It's off the hands of a Mustang up in there. It falls incomplete. He had 2 receivers in the area as Jasper Burgess was cutting across the middle of the field. He also had behind Burgess.
Trying to hit Brody Emberton. I think he was open on that crossing route. Brody slipped down. The ball almost intercepted.
And the Yellow Jacks will be forced to punt. Now, if you're watching on the live stream here at the stadium, a little unconventional this year. The punt will be off the tee by Aldrich Infante. Maybe be able to place the ball, get a little bit more length on it from the punt. This one's a short kick. It's going to go across the 50 to the 45 to the Mustang 39-yard line. It will stop there. Central Arkansas Christian will have their first offensive possession of that. That one was almost blocked. If not, it was a short kick. But again, you'll see that's been, I guess, here in the 2020 season, that will be the format.
I think he got a hand on that one. I think that was partially blocked. Went out of bounds, or almost out of bounds, down at the 39. CAC, this is not your old-fashioned CAC team, which usually spread the field out, run and shoot, air raid. And they now feature a senior running back who's had already 500 yards on the season and 9 touchdowns. Palmer Gilbert is the quarterback. He played junior high at Heber Springs. He also is a senior.
Gilbert takes the snap, handoff inside, running up the middle. The carry by Tyler Williams. And it looks like he'll pick up 6 on the carry. Football at the 45. We'll be looking right down the line of scrimmage from our vantage point here in the press box at Jim Tomlinson Field.
Yeah, Williams already carried the ball 64 times in 3 games. That's about, 21 carries a game, 531 yards, 9 touchdowns. Now, the opponents were not real good, but 531 yards in 3 games is nothing to sneeze at.
He gets the handoff again, kind of picks his way, left, right. A little bit jittery. Now he'll step up, move up to almost the 49-yard line. It'll be close to a first down. The official says that it is the first of the ball game. The Mustangs a yard short of the 50. They'll move some personnel around. Looks like they're going to put 2 receivers on the right side. They've still got 2 backs. And Gilbreth in the shotgun. He's about 5 yards behind the center. Inside handoff again across the 50 to the 49. It's Williams on the carry. He'll pick up 2. It looks like Central Arkansas Christian going to try to establish the running game with Williams here early in the ball game.
Yeah, they'll also run a run-pass option. They'll get Gilbrecht on the corner. He'll have the option to run the football or pass. And trying to maybe force the Yellow Jackets down inside the box here. Williams we saw for 3 years. 2 years ago, he was definitely a jitterbug, but he was a lot smaller. He definitely has gained weight and bulk since 2 years ago when he was a sophomore.
Second down and 8, 4 receiver set, 2 on each side for the Mustangs. Shotgun formation. Williams standing beside his quarterback Gilbert. He gets it in the belly, handoff. 45 makes a move. 40 makes a miss, spins up to the Yellow Jacket 35. pretty run, boy. He can make some guys miss. He can move a step or two laterally, turn it up, and looks to have good eyes and good vision when he's trying to move the football in traffic.
And that was kind of that read option. If you could see maybe on TV tonight, the quarterback was looking at the defensive end and see if he was going to come downfield or come across into the middle of the field. If he comes into the middle of the field, he's going to pull that ball back out of Williams and run with it. That time the Yellow Jackets defensive end stayed home, so they handed the ball on the inside to Williams.
Again, this time pulls it out of the belly, pass on the right side, caught at the 30, the 25, makes a miss, tackled up at about the 22-yard line. That's Jasper Burgess on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
A quick out, I'm sure they saw that on film last week. That's what Dardanelle did to us several times. That quick out, as we said, that's merely a running play.
And the Mustangs up, ready to snap the football. They don't huddle. They get up, they look to the sideline, look for the play call to be signaled in. They might swap personnel if needed. 3 receivers on the wide side of the field. That's the visiting side. 1 on the right. They'll look back towards the sideline. Gilbert has time, only 15 seconds, remaining on the play clock. Williams beside him. At the 26, snap, put it in the belly, pull it out, look to pass, roll to the left, now going to run, gets to the end, turns it up inside. He has some room. He's up to about the, about the 13-yard line. Gilbert on the carry. That's a pickup of 8. And that'll set the Mustangs up for 2nd and 2. And the football at about the Yellow Jacket 13.
Yeah, I think Gilbert is now split wide right. You may see Williams down some type of a wildcat direct snap.
And he looks in position to take a shotgun snap at his own 18. They go motion left to right. Fake the belly. Williams keeps it up the middle. Good ankle tackle. He'll have to dive, looks like across the 10, get to maybe the 9-yard line.
They look for a lot of different ways to get the ball to Williams in space. We've seen him, of course, already in the running game there. We see him lined up as the quarterback taking a direct snap. Now Gilbert is coming out of the game, and Williams is the quarterback.
Joined by Ethan DeMarco. Will be the back just to his right. Williams in the shotgun, standing at the 15, takes the ball, keep it himself, blockers, goes up the middle, makes a miss, or kind of hops over an ankle tackle, and he'll move the football inside the 5, looks to about the 4-yard line, a pickup of 5 on the carry.
Only 2 passes on this drive. Those are basically almost like running plays. This is that's a new look CAC team keeping it on the ground.
Again, Williams shotgun, keeper all the way, up the middle, in traffic, into the end zone, and the Mustangs put the first points to the board tonight. 6-0 Central Arkansas Christian with 7:15 remaining in the opening quarter.
Tommy Shoemaker, the longtime coach at CAC, we'll talk more about him later, came from Alabama. He was one of the first coaches in the state of Arkansas to put in the spread. Most of Arkansas, the entire state was, mostly running the football. 24 years ago, he put the spread in at Harding Academy. But so far tonight, it's old-fashioned football for CAC, keeping it on the ground.
A little bit of a high snap. They get it down, but the kick is not high enough. It falls beneath the crossbar. The point after attempt fails. Mustangs keep 6 on the board, 7:15. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
And the kickoff to the 30, the 35, middle of the field. Look, that's Hutto with it, 40-45. Nice return up to the 47-48-yard line. Well, I don't know. Maybe the ball came loose. And another, is that a different runner? It is across the 50. Is that right, Mike Holly? I thought maybe Hutto went down, and then there's movement off to his left, and the Yellow Jackets get across the 50 at the Mustang 48.
Yeah, I don't know if number 24, if the Yellow Jackets picked that up and went forward, Cody Davis, but the Yellow Jacket, Hutto stopped at the 47. The ball carrier one popped over the 50 and down to the CAC 48-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets set up with good field position on their second drive of the night. The first one was 3 and out. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets do here.
Harley Tobin goes under center. We saw him under shotgun on that first drive. The pitch to Hutto. He's met at the line of scrimmage, dropped. Not much, maybe a yard. Hey, folks, if you're joining us tonight on KHPQ 92.1 FM over the airwaves all over north central Arkansas, glad you could be with us. Listening live, also on the internet anywhere in the world at www.khpq.com. Just go to the homepage, link to the broadcast and all of KHPQ's programming. If you're on a mobile device, a phone or a tablet, Apple or Android, go to the App Store, download the Hot Country KHPQ app to live stream tonight's broadcast. Tobin under center, the give in the backfield to Epley, and he'll get the ball to the 45, maybe the 44 it looks like, bring up third down for the Yellow Jackets. And also here in 2020, courtesy of our sponsors, our primary sponsors, Cowboy Dodge and First Arkansas Bank and Trust, you can watch tonight's ball game, the live stream coming from KHPQ Sports, the YouTube channel. You can go there on your phone, your app, maybe your smart TV, or also the KHPQ Facebook page. Ryan Jones is here. Sid King is here. They got the camera set up. Matter of fact, they got a mobile camera out tonight down on the sideline, I believe, looking at some players, maybe coaches there. Tobin fakes the handoff, wants to pass, rolls to his right, throws it, caught, first down at the 33-yard line. The throw and catch, that's Epley. It's a Yellow Jacket first down, and a good throw and catch. So however you're going to keep up with us tonight, radio or live stream, glad you could be here. Join us. We'll be here for about the next 2 hours.
And a play they worked a lot on Wednesday in the rain out here as Harley Tobin rolling to his right and left, making the throw. If Nick Epley wasn't our best running back, or one of our best running backs, he would definitely probably be one of the top receivers, because if the ball touches his hands, he catches it. And that was a nice diving catch down at the 34-yard line for CAC. First down of the night for the Yellow Jackets.
4 receivers. Handoff, moving to the left side. And the ball gets loose. Fumble. Covered by the Mustangs. 50, 40. It's a race. 30, 20. Middle of the field. Touchdown saving tackle at the 10-yard line by Brody Emberton. Well, almost looked kind of strange play. I thought the handoff was good. That Tobin gave it, started advancing the football, and then kind of off to the side, maybe to the back. A Mustang picks the ball off the turf and takes it down the field all the way to the Yellow Jacket 10.
Yeah, it's one of their top defensive players, Ethan DeMarco. He comes in tonight with leading the team in 37 tackles at his linebacker slot. And I don't know if DeMarco just took it out of his hands, but Yellow Jacket had a promising drive, looked like going deep in CAC territory. And now the field is flipped, and CAC has the ball at the Yellow Jacket 10. And that Yellow Jacket defense back out on the field again. Williams lined up at quarterback again.
And we saw him carried in for the first score of the night by the Mustangs. Snap, going to keep it, gets to the end. He's in traffic, and he won't get much. Tackled at the 10. Let's see the Jackets. A couple of players maybe in on the tackle.
Justin Burgess coming up from safety to make the tackle.
Hunter Johnson out there as well, one of the big linemen for the Yellow Jackets. We've talked about those linemen. Maybe that's the bright spot we expect here in 2020. Clinton's got good size. We got to get a roster with the weights on it. Ours doesn't contain it, but Clinton's got some big boys this year, guys who've had a lot of playing time over the past year or two. And
yeah, we average about 260 along the front, with 6 returning players on the inside.
This time Williams takes a snap, but it's a handoff, and Met dropped, maybe lost yardage on the play for the Yellow Jackets. That's Josh Witt. Hey, Josh was our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game last week, and he's going to get a tackle there for no gain by the Mustangs. They're going to face third and a long 9 as they've got the ball at the Yellow Jacket 10-yard line.
Tried to run a little deception there. Going to run a trap to the left, but Josh Witt was filled the hole, and he met the ball carrier head up for the loss. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9. This would be a huge play if the Yellow Jackets can get a stop here, as CAC started this possession at the Yellow Jacket 10-yard line.
And it looks like Central Arkansas Christian is going to take a timeout. We will take it with them. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Out of the timeout, Mustangs with the ball. Williams in the shotgun. He's at his own 15. The ball's at the 10. Another inside handoff. Same play. Moving left. Turns it up inside. This time, positive yardage up to about the 6-yard line. And that's going to bring up, fourth and what are we going to call it? 4th and 5, 4th and 6 for the Mustangs. They can pick up a first down short of the goal line, but interesting play. You know, we saw the Yellow Jacket defense make a stand last week in the final series of the first half. Had some momentum, kind of went to the locker room, kind of excited about that. Now Dardanelle kind of got the best of the Yellow Jackets in the second half.
Probably look for the pass here. Also going to say, after seeing the kicker on the extra point, we're probably not going to see a field goal here. Gilbrecht's back in, probably going to see some type of pass game here.
Could be some early momentum for the Yellow Jacket squad if they can get a stop here. Gilbrecht takes the snap, fakes the handoff, wants to pass, middle of the field. Intercepted, Jasper Burgess. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled at the 6-7-yard line. The defense holds. They shut out the Mustangs as they got the ball down to the Yellow Jacket 10-yard line. It was Burgess, the senior for the Yellow Jackets, making his presence known. And the offense back out on the field.
What a great play. Look like the receiver was open behind him, but Burgess' height, arm reach, and jumping ability looked like he was just going up for a rebound like we see him over in Yellow Jacket Arena. He goes up the top of his jump, pulls it down with one hand, and it's a huge defensive play as the Yellow Jackets turned CAC when they had first and goal at the 10-yard line.
They got a long way to go, about 95 yards down the field, but can the offense maintain that momentum? See what they do here. Inside handoffs, got some room, had a hole, driven backwards, but maybe not before gaining the 10-yard line on the carry. That's Hutto for the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets played really well in the first half last week against a very good Dardanelle team ranked number 10 in Class 4A. The Yellow Jackets, the score was 13-7 at the half, and if you remember, the Yellow Jackets recovered a fumble early in the third quarter, but couldn't do anything with it, and then Dardanelle was able to pull away. The Yellow Jackets could put 4 quarters together like last week. Right now, you just want to try to get a first down and get out of the hole here.
Tobin under center. The give, moving right to left. Epley hit behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled looks to be at about the 9, maybe not as far back as the 8, but a loss of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets.
CAC really loading up the box, stop the run. They're daring the Yellow Jackets to pass the football. A year ago, the Yellow Jackets had 620 yards of offense against CAC. Ethan Drake had 233 yards on only 8 carries.
Tobin under center, ball on the near hash. That's the home side. Rolls to the right, wants to pass. Moving towards the sideline and caught at about the 17-yard line. First down for the Yellow Jackets. On the catch, I believe it is Emberton. Lane Emberton. Yellow Jackets pick up a first down.
A nice play by the senior. He got about a yard past the sticks, made sure he had the first down, came as a comeback route. Made a nice diving catch out there, and the Yellow Jackets have a first down. A great pass by the sophomore Harley Tobin on the move to his right.
Well, it's 2 passes for 2 first downs here in the first quarter of the night. 1:13 remaining in the opening quarter. Central Arkansas Christian 6. The Yellow Jackets 0. Tobin's in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, quick pass on the left side, caught by Epley, the 20, trying to make a miss. He makes one miss. He's in traffic. He'll hit, bounce sideways to about the 26-yard line, a pickup of 8, and Clinton off to some early success in the passing game tonight here against Central Arkansas Christian.
Yeah, good play call by Coach DeFran as he trying to find ways to get the ball to Nick Epley in space. That time he split him out to the left. That quick out made the catch and got about 8 yards on first down.
I think that's an example, if folks are watching the live stream, what you said earlier. If Epley can touch the ball, he's going to catch it. Handoff, big hole, lot of room, up near the 30, driven back, but not before the first down on the carry. Jacob Hutto, another first down by the Yellow Jackets. Good run, big hole, big reception before that, and the Yellow Jackets have moved down the field, started at their own 5-yard line.
No huddle.
Uh-oh. And there's a jump from the offensive line. That'll be the first penalty of the night. Clinton will back it up 5. 17.
Yeah, they were gonna pull the guard and run a trap play without a huddle, but Yellow Jackets moved a little bit early. They're gonna back it up, make it 1st and 15. Yellow Jackets are gonna have to be able to pass the ball some tonight because it looks like CAC is bent on stopping the run. They're really loading up that box there's a 5 down lineman, almost 6, along with 2 linebackers.
Tobin under center. Handoff, moving to the left, gets around the end, maybe untouched up to the 32. That's Brody Emberton with the carry. He'll pick up 7, and he'll get the Yellow Jackets facing a 2nd down and 8 when we return as the first quarter has come to an end. Central Arkansas Christian 6, the Yellow Jackets 0. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
You asked for a tractor that could do it all. You got it. Massey Ferguson Global Series tractors are here at Grassroots Equipment, and they're completely designed by industry experts based on input from farmers like you. They've undergone 65,000 hours of rigorous endurance testing, so they're ready to stand up to even the most extreme conditions. No matter which model you choose, you'll benefit from the legacy that can only be built by Massey Ferguson. Visit Grassroots Equipment in B Branch and get a new Massey Ferguson tractor today. Ozark Health has taken medical imaging to a whole new level. Even if your primary care or specialist is located somewhere else, Ozark Health can perform your medical imaging. And all images are reviewed and interpreted by our board-certified radiologists. You have a choice. Request Ozark Health for your digital mammography, ultrasound, or MRI. Visit ozarkhealth.net to find out more. Ozark Health, caring for our community.
Quick first quarter here at Jim Tumbleson Field. CAC scored on their first possession of the game as they drove 61 yards, kept off by a Ty Williams 3-yard touchdown run. Yellow Jackets had one drive into CAC territory, and they had a great defensive stand, and the Yellow Jackets now start the second quarter with the ball at the 32-yard line.
Fake the handoff, roll to the left, a lot of time. Back across the middle, caught by Burgess at the 42, the 45, swung around all the way up at that 48-yard line. 16-yard throw and catch. What, is that at least the 4th completion of the night for Harley Tobin? He had all kinds of time, faked that handoff, pretty play, and the Yellow Jackets are at midfield.
Yeah, right now we're taking what they're giving us. CAC wants to stop the run. They're loading up the interior of the defensive line. The Yellow Jackets are taking advantage by throwing the football. Good to see Jasper Burgess with the catch. He's been nicked up a little bit this week. Haven't been able to go through full practices, but he is out there tonight.
In the shotgun, Tobin. Hutto behind him is going to block. Step up in the pocket by Tobin. Steps up into a Mustang at the 46. That'll be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that time couldn't get the ball downfield. But Tobin, he's already hit 3 receivers, and I believe he's hit Epley and Emberton and now Burgess. And off to a good start.
Yeah, good rush that time by CAC. They kept their lane integrity there. They didn't run past Harley. Harley gets some open room. He can run. And the Yellow Jackets now facing a 2nd down and 12.
He's in the shotgun, back at his own 40. Inside handoff to Hutto. Gets to the line of scrimmage, swung forward, maybe just short of the original line of scrimmage, just short of the 48. So it's going to bring up 3rd and at least 10 here on their own 48-yard line. So interesting here, if the Yellow Jackets, if this is 2 plays to pick up the first down, or if they don't, would head coach Chris Dufran look to punt here on a very promising drive. The Yellow Jackets have taken it out of their own 5-yard line, and they're at their own, just short of the 48. 2 receivers on the right, there's 2 on the left. So 4 receiver set like we saw the Yellow Jackets open the ball game. Tobin's in the shotgun, almost a jump by the Mustangs. Tobin rolls to the left, pumps, fakes, pass, 45, 40, first down, lowers his shoulder, runs into the tackler. There's a flag on the play. Tobin gets the ball all the way to the 35-yard line. 17-yard pickup if it stands.
He can run. He got some open field and also broke a tackle, and he did not slide. He took on a tackler and really gave him a lick down here at about the 35-yard line of CAC. Play was on the left side of the field. This flag was on the right side. I'm not sure what this call is, and it came in late. For the second play in a row, CAC brought a blitz off the corner. Harley had to take it and run.
And it looks like this one will come back. A legal block in the back on the Yellow Jackets. And a pretty play by Tobin. He was in traffic. He had to run the ball up the middle of the field and get between some would-be tacklers till he kind of got himself a little bit of space. But this one will come back. So what? We were facing, 3rd and a little over 10 to get a first down. Well, the Yellow Jackets are going to net 3 yards on that spot foul. They back it up 10 from the point of the foul. That puts the football at the Mustang 49. So it's a net of 3. The down stays the same. 3rd down. And so now you think you likely probably do have 2 plays to pick up the first down. If you don't get it here, you go for it maybe on 4th. Tobin's in the shotgun.
Only rushing 3 now.
Gets the ball, drops back, looks to pass, pressure, and he swung down all the way back at the 41, the 40-yard line. That'll be a loss of about 9 on the play, and it looks like this time the Yellow Jackets will have to punt. And a promising drive going to be stopped short of midfield.
Yeah, they showed 3 down linemen, but then they brought all 3 linebackers, and then you had basically you got to count the numbers. It was basically 6 on 5. The offensive linemen did the best they could. They got outnumbered there, and so if you can see that, you can read that, get the ball away, you may have a big play on that. But the Yellow Jackets are forced to punt.
Infante will kick from the tee. This time he'll kick it down the field near the right sideline. It'll hit at the 28-yard line, go out of bounds at the 24. Mustangs will have it there for their 3rd offensive series of the night. They scored on the first one, were stopped in the end zone, an interception by Jasper Burgess on their 2nd drive. Now they'll take the football with 9:24 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Still a 1-score ball game. CAC 6, the Yellow Jackets 0.
Yeah, Yellow Jacket defense came up big, getting a stop from deep in their own end of the field. Let's see what they can do here. Ball at the 25.
Well, it's been all Williams for the Mustangs here early in this ball game. Tyler Williams either running the football out of the backfield from the running back position or running the Wildcat, taking the direct snap when the Mustangs would get down around the 10-yard line. It looks what they'll do here. They'll split out 3 receivers to the right, 1 on the left. Williams is in the backfield. Gilbert at quarterback. Williams in motion for the first time tonight. Gilbert's going to throw it behind him. It's going to be a double pass. Williams wants it. Pretty pass deep down the field. Receiver behind the defense, the 30, the 25, the 20. It's a touchdown for the Mustangs. Well, you draw those up, and they executed it perfectly as Williams, he's run the ball tonight. He can pass, too. That was pretty down the field. Touchdown Mustangs, 12-0, 9-12 in the 2nd quarter.
I'm not sure if he doesn't throw better than the quarterback, the starting quarterback. That was a 75-yard touchdown pass, about 50 yards in the air. And the Yellow Jackets look like a toss sweep because you almost think every time that he's going to run the football. And so the secondary bit on the running play, and he was clear sailing behind our secondary, and CAC extends the lead to 12-0.
1-play drive, the touchdown, the kick is up, and it's good. Central Arkansas Christian 13, the Yellow Jackets 0. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
And thanks to all of our sponsors tonight, bringing you the broadcast here on 92.1 FM. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague joins me. Sid King is with us tonight. Ryan Jones running the video cam for you. That's the new live stream this year in 2020, sponsored by Cowboy Dodge and First Arkansas Bank and Trust, streaming over the KHPQ Sports channel on the YouTube, on YouTube or the KHPQ Facebook page. The live stream tonight from Jim Tummelson Field. Kick down the field at the 25, turning up the middle, 25, 30. Right, left, back to the left. Trying to get around the defense. Use some speed up near the 40. Tackled at the 39-yard line. And a nice return by Aldrich Infante. So on the offensive side of things, he kicks it down the field. That time, he got a chance to return the football, and he made the most of it, moving to the right, then back to the left. And Yellow Jacket offense, they'll have good field position. On the previous drive, they started at their own 5 before they got the ball to midfield. This time, they're at their own 39.
I was going to say we have a second cameraman tonight on the live stream. One of the CHS students interested in broadcast communications, and he may get some different views tonight as he's down on the sidelines.
Tobin under center. Wing T formation, the give to the right side. I believe that's going to be Hutto. Sometimes I lose track of the numbers. Tonight, Clinton in the black jerseys with gold numerals and old gold helmets. The Mustangs, they're wearing white jerseys, purple numbers. And they got the reflective gold helmets. Maybe it'll look like the Notre Dame
Jason Lynch
look.
said this is his favorite helmet of all high school football because it looks like Notre Dame, Central Arkansas Christian.
It was a 4-yard gain. Now 2nd and 6. Tobin fakes the handoff, wants to pass to his right, throws it, kind of an out pattern towards the sideline to Emerton, but they'll skip it across the grass. That time didn't have an opportunity to receive that one. We'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Once again, about a 15-yard comebacker. Blaine was open, but that pass was a little bit underthrown as Tobin that time kind of threw it from the pocket, from the crown of the field over here. That's a pretty long throw.
Tobin, only a sophomore. He's only going to get better with more playing time experience this year. We got to see Weston Amos play 3 years at quarterback, and certainly he was fun to watch.
Screen
Tobin
pass.
and caught, and left side's got blockers in front. It's Emberton with it, makes a move, makes a miss across the 50, kind of dives forward to the 46-yard line. A pickup, what's that going to go for? 11 yards on the throw and catch. Tobin to Emberton, and that was a pretty play. You know, we've not seen the screen pass, the classic screen pass utilized a lot, it seems like, in years here at Clinton High School football, but that one was set up perfectly, had the blockers, and a nice run by Emberton.
Yeah, that's a play they've been working on all week in practice. They threw that a bunch of times, even Wednesday while it was raining.
1st down on the Mustang side of the 50. Handoff Epley, getting to the left side, getting to the end in traffic, still making some yards as he goes out of bounds. Looks about maybe the 42, so a pickup of 4 on the carry.
That's a good pass, too. Those quick outs, the screen passes, that's a good pass with the sophomore quarterback. Takes a lot of pressure off of him. Also helps to build confidence, those completions. And the Yellow Jackets able to get a 1st down on that one and get 5 yards on 1st down here. Maybe almost 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and about 6. But it gives you all types of things in the playbook when you get 5 on 1st down.
Emerton brings the play in from head coach Chris Dufran on the sideline. He looks down to assistant coach Jordan Benson, Jesse Wilson, and Joe Hudson assisting for the Yellow Jackets. inside, handoff up to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 3 on the carry. Going to bring up third down for the Yellow Jackets. Again, probably in 4-down territory, facing about 3rd and 4 now with 7 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, might maybe roll Harley out, giving the run-pass option here. Some type of trap play. You're probably looking at 4 downs here if you can get close to the first down on this play.
Spencer Bannister's in the ballgame, the sophomore for the Yellow Jackets. We've seen him try to get loose on some pass attempts in the season. But it's a handoff to Huddle on the left side, runs into the back of maybe some Yellow Jacket linemen. He bounces out to the left side, but not much room to run. I don't know if they're going to give him about a yard on. It'll be 4th down and 3. Look for the Yellow Jackets to go here.
And this is by far the biggest CAC team we've seen. Talking to Tommy Shoemaker before the ball game, he said, yeah, we finally have got some size for the first time. They've always had skill players. Now they have size, and now a big play for Clinton here on 4th down and almost 4 yards.
So it's strength on strength with linemen on both sides of the football. Will the Yellow Jackets run it here? Tobin's under center. He's going to fake the handoff. Rolls right one to pass. Steps up, throws it down the field. Single receivers. Blaine Emberton gets his fingertips, and he can't pull it in up inside the 10-yard line. So Clinton goes for the touchdown there and just couldn't pull it in. The ball's going to go over on downs to the Mustangs.
Well, what a great pass by the sophomore Harley Tobin. That was put on a rope. The defensive player was right on the back of Emberton, and, man, that was a perfect pass by Harley Tobin just off the fingertips. Couldn't pull it in. The Yellow Jackets will have to turn it over, but, man, you can see the potential Harley Tobin has. That time he kind of come down the line, pump faked, and then put a perfect pass down here on the right sideline.
Defense back out on the field, the secondary. Nick Epley, Blaine Emberton, Brody Emberton. So Austin Lynch come out on the field. He's going to be an outside linebacker. Jasper Burgess maybe was up at a safety position. Now he's going to drop back into a free safety spot in the middle of the field. 3 receivers on the left. In motion out the backfield is Williams. He takes the pass behind the line of scrimmage, I believe. The 35 makes a move going sideways, but he's tackled for the Yellow Jackets. Emberton coming up to make the tackle. Also, Lynch was in on it, and the Mustangs going to lose a yard or 2 on that one.
Great job of the Yellow Jacket defense. They strung that one out. Williams was looking to cut up field, and the Yellow Jackets kept forcing him to the sideline and then made the tackle. You couldn't play that any better than the Yellow Jackets did right there. And you're seeing glimpses each week of the defense and the secondary getting better. As we said, this is a group that did not have any type of summer workouts, but you can see the improvement the coaching staff is getting out of them each week.
Chase Blanton at a middle linebacker spot. Snap the football, fake the handoff. Gilbert the pass. A little bit of time to the left. Now he's going to run. Flag on the play. That might be holding. 40 up to the 44-yard line. And we'll see. This one may be coming back.
Gilbert's not real fast, but he's elusive enough, and he gets positive yards when he takes off running. It is going to be coming back. That's going to be a hole in the backfield, so this could be a big penalty against CAC. Should get the ball down inside the inside the CAC 25-yard line.
I think you're right. That again, we call that a spot foul. That means the official will begin his march off from the point of the foul, and I think that one was at least maybe 3? No, maybe more than that. Almost 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And so 2nd and 12 is now, now it's 2nd and 35.
Good job of the Yellow Jacket defensive line. Josh Witt, Hunter Johnson. Good job of pass rusher. That they held because the Yellow Jackets are fixing to get a sack.
Roll to the right. Pass near the sideline. Caught. Is it caught? Up near the original line of scrimmage at about the 39. Going out of bounds, but making the catch. So they'll pick up, maybe 14 or so on the throw and catch. That'll bring up 3rd down and 11. So can the defense hold again? Shut down the Mustangs on the 2nd series with an interception. Let's see if they get a stop here. They might force the Mustangs into a punt where they are on their own side of the 50. Mustangs still look to the sideline for the play call. 5 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. They have to get the snap. They do. Gilbreth fakes to Williams, wants to pass, looks left, rolls right, throws it down the field. Jump ball caught by his receiver. 35, 30, 25. They won't catch him. Touchdown on the play. The Mustangs. I say jump ball. He just threw it high. It was kind of a not much more than a line drive, and so able to catch the ball, keep some momentum down the field after that, and touchdown, 19-0. Central Arkansas Christian on top.
Yellow Jackets had coverage after the defensive back flashed in front of the receiver. Ball went over his head, and the receiver caught it behind him. And that's going to go for a, 62-yard touchdown pass.
Isaac Ryan on to attempt the extra point.
Well, 2 big pass plays have resulted in 2 big touchdowns for the Mustangs. The extra point attempt is up. It's good. It's the Mustangs 20, the Yellow Jackets 0. 4:24 remaining in the first half. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You asked for a tractor that could do it all. You got it. Massey Ferguson Global Series tractors are here at Grassroots Equipment, and they're completely designed by industry experts based on input from farmers like you. They've undergone 65,000 hours of rigorous endurance testing, so they're ready to stand up to even the most extreme conditions. No matter which model you choose, you'll benefit from the legacy that can only be built by Massey Ferguson. Visit Grassroots Equipment in B Branch and get a new Massey Ferguson tractor today.
Jacket offense still have another opportunity here before the halftime break to put points on the board. They've had success tonight. Last couple of drives, picked up first downs, moved the football a bit, but have come up short thus far on the scoreboard. We had a good return by Aldrich Infante on the previous kick return. Let's see if he or Nick Epley get an opportunity this time as the Mustangs will kick it off from their own 40-yard line. Off the tee, low kick down the field, fielded in the air at the 35, the 40, the 45, up to the 50, across to the 45, and it'll take 4 or 5 Mustangs to bunch up and take Cody Davis down, but he's at the Mustang 44, so you couldn't ask for anything better to just 4 minutes remaining in the first half. You're going to start with a football on the Mustang side of the 50, and maybe the best opportunity tonight for the Yellow Jacks to put points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, desperately need points here to get back in the ball game before the half. Yellow Jackets have had some success with the pass, which has opened up the running game just a little bit.
It's Tobin and Hutto in the backfield. 2 receivers on the right. You've got a slot and Jasper Burgess at tight end on the left. Epley and Burgess fake the pass, give it to Hutto, but he's got a hand and he's got a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 2 on that play. And looked like Epley released down the field out of the slot. That may be something the Yellow Jackets, they didn't want to lose 2 there, but they may set that up for a future play as Tobin made the handoff and then faked the pass, maybe to Epley going down the field.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times this year. They run that skinny post where Epley releases out of the backfield. They may be setting that up, as you say, by handing that ball off to Hutto.
Tobin in the shotgun at his own 49-yard line. He'll take the snap, high snap, looks to run this time, tries to get to the end. He does. Looks downfield, 45-40, tackled from the jersey behind at about the 42-yard line. A pickup, maybe 3-4, give him the 41. It'll bring up 3rd down and almost 8. 3rd and 7, maybe we'll call it. But again, 4-down territory here.
Joel Shoemaker on the tackle for CAC. That's the Coach Tommy Shoemaker's son.
Ball's on the near hash just below us here on the home side at Jim Tomlinson Field. Tobin's in the shotgun. 4 or 5 receivers available. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it down the field. Oh! And looks like a good defensive play as he tried to get it in to for the Yellow Jackets, Cody Davis, but had a defender right there and able to get that arm in, come across, knock it down. 4th down. Yellow Jackets going to go for it, 4th and 7.
And another really well-thrown ball from in traffic, on the move by Harley Tobin. You know, a lot of quarterbacks have to have they can get their feet set and have that perfect foundation before they can make a throw. That was a pretty nice throw. Pretty good defensive play by CAC. Give them credit as the Yellow Jackets will take a time out here and talk about this 4th down and 7.
They're going to use their first of the ball game here with 4th down. You know, we talked about Harley Tobin early in the broadcast, 10th grader. We've seen that in years with head coach Chris DeFran, maybe a 10th grader coming up and be a 3-year starter. I can't call all those guys' names. I know in recent years we saw Fielder Dufran, and last year we saw Weston Amos complete his 3-year career as quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. Again, the winningest senior class in Yellow Jacket football history. You had an interesting conversation this week. We were talking earlier about Tobin, and he's only going to get better the more experience, the more playing time he goes. I mean, certainly he had it in junior high, but it's senior high football. He's looking good tonight, made some good touch passes and things like that, but still there's going to be a learning curve. I think even Weston Amos, you had a conversation this week about his learning curve, what he's doing now.
Yeah, the Lady Yellow Jackets volleyball last night played Harding Academy, and Harding University head football coach Paul Simmons was in town to watch his daughter play volleyball, and I had a good conversation with him. I asked him how Weston was doing. He said Weston's doing great, but it's awful hard for freshmen when they first start. You know, everything's new, terminology's new, how to practice is all new, and I think Harley, even at the high school level, is experiencing that right now. This is a little bit different than the junior high game, and he gets better and better with each repetition, each game. But Weston started the last 37 games for the Yellow Jackets of his career. So now it's Harley Tobin's turn.
And it's a big one here. 4th and 7 with 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Need to get points on the board. In motion from left to right. 3 receivers on that side. Tobin rolls that way. He pump fakes. He wants to throw it deep down the right side. Epley all alone. The 10, the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown with 2:42 in the second quarter. Central Arkansas Christian 20, the Yellow Jackets 6.
Great pass. The pump fake froze the corner. Epley ran right past him on basically almost like a wheel route. Caught the ball wide open to the 10. The pass was perfect, and he raced into the end zone. And a CAC player 10 yards deep in the end zone, knocked him out of bounds down there. And I'm not sure why the official didn't throw a flag on that, because definitely unnecessary as he pushed Epley out of bounds on the track down there in the corner by the band. But the Yellow Jackets, will take the touchdown and see if Aldrich Infante can add the extra point.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up. It looks pretty, and the official says it's good. 20-7. You know, we talked earlier about Central Arkansas Christian. You couldn't draw it up better, and the execution on that halfback pass for the long touchdown they had. We get the opportunity to visit with head coach Chris Dufran after ball games. We'll talk about that one tonight. I bet that's the same thing. Couldn't have drawn that one up any better. Pretty pass, pretty catch. It's a touchdown as the Yellow Jackets pull within a couple of scores here as we near the end of the first half.
Yeah, execution was perfect on that, and on a 4th down, there's a lot of pressure on that, and he put it right on the money. And Epley, as we said, if he can touch it, Epley will catch it, and then he'll outrun you to the end zone, which he did there. So with 2:42 left, the Yellow Jackets still have a couple of timeouts. See if they can maybe get a turnover or a stop before the half. Definitely want to try to make sure CAC doesn't score again before the half.
Well, for the Mustangs, you know, we saw a couple of drives able to run the football, move it down the field, points on the board, but then another couple of drives. Well, the last one was just a one-play drive. It was, a 62-yard touchdown pass. A couple of drives before that, we saw the 70-yard. Was that it? I'm trying to remember, from Williams on the halfback pass. So it'll be interesting to see here what we get, if we can try to shut the Mustangs down, see what kind of offense they want to run on what may be their last series of the first half. Now, Infante, I don't know if he's going to give him a chance to kick deep. Head coach Chris Dufran, he likes that onside kick from his own 40. What will he try to do here? Short kick, left side, onside. If they can catch up with it, not in time. It's going to go out of bounds. I think maybe that might have been Spencer Bannister trying to race down that sideline just in front of the Mustang bench, and I think the ball just scooted on out before he could come up and have a chance 10 yards down the field.
So give CAC good field position on this probably final drive of the first half. Ball going to go down, and they'll start that drive at the 45-yard line.
And Harley Tobin's going to be in the Yellow Jacket secondary. He joins Nick Epley, Blaine Emberton, and Brody Emberton.
Remember last year in the final game and the playoffs, Harley Tobin moved up off the junior high team and did play in the secondary.
Well, Harley's going to hustle off the field. We must have had 12 men on the field there. Maybe Coach Jesse Wilson gets him off the field. And shotgun snap. Gilbert puts it in the belly of Williams. He's up the middle, makes his way. First down across the 40, up near the 38, 37-yard line. That's kind of how the Mustangs started the ball game. It was Williams on the ground, and he'll move the chains and pick up a first.
The Yellow Jackets got an extra man in the secondary, so that opened up the running game for CAC. They still have 2 timeouts, so with 2:25 to go, the clock's really not a factor.
Another run by Williams in the belly, up the middle of the field, across the 35, up near the 33. And Josh Witt comes up near the bottom of the pile there. Also for the Yellow Jackets, Alex Zuniga. He was also our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. He and Witt together, as they played pretty good in the middle of that Yellow Jacket defense against the Sand Lizards last week. Quick shotgun snap, fake to Williams. Gilbert rolls, kind of tosses it up, caught at the 30, the 25. Gets on the left side in front of the Yellow Jacket sideline, tackled out of bounds. The clock continues to roll as the receiver was pushed backwards before he went out of bounds. It's a first down, so the clock will stop for the chains. It'll restart as soon as the chain gang gets things set, but that'll be after a Central Arkansas Christian timeout. Let's take a quick break. Minute 44 in the second. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Out of the timeout to give the Mustangs. Yellow Jackets 23 with a minute 44 remaining in the second quarter. Gilbert, Williams puts it in the belly, fake, pulls it out, pass, caught up around the 20, down to the 15, tackled there, out of bounds, but the clock continues to roll again. Player, I guess, driven backwards or laterally before he went out of bounds. Minute 30.
About a 10-yard comebacker open there. Yellow Jackets gave him a little bit of cushion, made the catch. Yellow Jackets made the tackle. Clock continues to run.
Low snap, picked up off the turf by Gilbert, rolls to his right, is going to throw it out near the sideline, caught and out of bounds, this one at about the 10.
Not sure why CAC used that timeout a while ago. The clock stopped on the first down earlier. They went ahead and took a timeout. They're down to 1 now.
Well, the defense is going to be asked to step up big again. They did get an interception in the end zone. It was Jasper Burgess to snuff out a previous Mustang drive. They're going to need to do it again here with the football now at the scoreboard says 17, but it looks to be at the 10-yard line. It's going to be first and goal. Williams with a handoff, breaks out to the left, starts back to the middle, and coming in from the side to finish off there. I don't know if that was it Josh Witt. I think Williams got held up a minute, or was it Ty Pruitt? Somebody came in and took him down quick there at the end.
Yeah, and Williams' helmet came off, so he has to leave the ball game. Clock now winding down under a minute.
Gilbert in the shotgun. Inside handoff. Lowers the head, lowers the shoulder. Bulls ahead near the goal line, but short. Maybe the 2-yard line. 40 seconds, clock running. Again, Mustangs with 1 timeout. It's third and goal.
Williams back in the ball game.
Is he going to be in the Wildcat and take the direct snap like we saw in the previous series when the Mustangs get at that point on the field? He is. He'll take the shotgun, look to run. He goes to the right side, steps, stutters, Looking for no touchdown, and the Mustangs are going to call a timeout with 19 seconds. Hey, we're going to set up, looks to be 4th and 1 at the Yellow Jacket goal line. 19 seconds to play, one play to score, or one play for the defense to get a big stop.
Yeah, one of these goal line inside the 1 yard line, actually about as close as you can get without scoring. Yellow Jacket defense can come up with one more big play here and hold CAC out of the end zone with 19 seconds left before the half. You almost have to guess right here. You have to hope you can guess what the play is and line up correctly. If this is close to the end zone, I'm sure Williams will be lined up in the shotgun again. As CAC and Clinton, both teams are talking it over on the sidelines. I want to mention it's a special night here. It was a senior night. That was done at 6:30 tonight, all the fall sports seniors. And at halftime also it's a special ceremony. We're going to honor – the Booster Club is going to honor the 2019-2020 Athletes of the Year, since we did not have a spring sports banquet this year, canceled because of the COVID-19. And that will be Tara Slayton representing Athlete of the Year for Special Olympics, Allie Bramlett, the Female Athlete of the Year, and Craig Bradley, the Male Athlete of the Year. That'll come up at halftime.
Well, here we go. The coaching staff, they've gave their final instructions to the defense. Maybe Clinton got a big stop last week to end the first half, had all that momentum running into the locker room. Can they do it again tonight? 4th and 1.
And Williams lined up at quarterback. Extra tight ends and running backs on the right side of the field.
They just got and the Yellow Jacket defense may have jumped. Well, it's not going to make that much of a difference. They might have been inside the 1 yard line. It's half the distance to the goal line. So the nose of the football will be at the goal line, but they got to snap it regardless. And they line up in the shotgun, so they'll be, 2 or 3 yards back behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, almost 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Just try to guess the snap count. That's what the Yellow Jackets did there. Offsides doesn't hurt you.
Williams to the right side, into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And good blocking behind the offensive line on that right side. And the Mustangs scores their 4th touchdown of the night. Central Arkansas Christian 26, the Yellow Jackets 7.
Yeah, they ran into that jumbo set on the right side. A couple of tight ends over there, plus a slot, plus a running back. So you have them outnumbered on that side of the field. And CAC drives 55 yards, 2:42 here before halftime for the touchdown, and Ryan will attempt the extra point.
And it's a low kick. It might have been partially blocked. I'm not sure, but it falls short, and the Mustangs up 26-7 as we're 16 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll keep it here as we'll break for halftime here in just a moment after the Yellow Jackets have a time to return the kickoff. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague joins me, Sid King, here with us tonight. And also Ryan Jones running the live stream for you. Kelsey Robertson is our studio engineer. And trying to get it all dialed in now. Get some volume levels adjusted. And however you listen to us tonight, 92.1 FM over the airways in North Central Arkansas, whether you're on your computer, your tablet, your smartphone, anywhere in the world, or whether you're watching here in 2020, the live stream at the KHPQ Sports channel on YouTube or the KHPQ Facebook page, the live stream for you, sponsored by Cowboy Dodge and First Arkansas Bank and Trust. A beautiful night here at Jim Thompson Field. The weather's great. Folks are wearing their masks, but otherwise there's no restrictions on attendance here for the home football game. So certainly enjoying it. And if you're just getting off work tonight or around town, come out and join us here for the second half.
Junior Jackets traveled to North Little Rock last night to play CAC. The junior high, another great night for them. They won 38-24, moved the ball at will on CAC. Really played well. Talked to the coaches this afternoon. And Junior Jackets are now 3-1 on the season, 1-0 in conference. 7th grade played to an 8-8 tie, but talking to the coaching staff, the junior high, 7th grade was probably better. Turned the ball over 4 times in a 7th grade game. Of course, with the running clock, you don't have a whole lot of time, and so the Yellow Jackets settled for an 8-8 tie in 7th grade.
Again, the kickoff on the turf. Yellow Jackets going to have to cover it as it squirts out of bounds. That was a live ball, and Yellow Jackets may have touched it on its way out of bounds, so it's not a penalty if they do. It looks like it'll be back at about the 29-yard line. Yellow Jackets will have it with only 16 seconds remaining. Don't be surprised if they try a pass or two if they can. Tobin having a lot of success tonight. I would As a matter of fact, maybe that's one of the bright spots of the first half, the passing game by the Yellow Jackets. And it looks like it's back at the 28, I'd say. Burgess splits wide right along with Brody Emerton. Two receivers on the left side. That's Spencer Bannister and Nick Epley. Tobin's in the shotgun. That's Hutto just to his right. Hutto goes out. He'll be in the pattern. 5 receivers. Quick pass left side. Setting up the screen down the sideline. Hit hard. Knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A pickup of almost 6. Stops the clock with 10 seconds remaining.
Yellow Jackets, we mentioned in the pregame show, they lead the series 3-1. The last time CAC defeated Clinton was way back in the in 2016, 46-32 that night in North Little Rock. The Yellow Jackets have won 3 straight since then against the Mustangs.
Spencer Bannister, the sophomore, with the catch, at least the 4th receiver tonight, with a catch from Harley Tobin. 10 seconds now, wing T formation. In a little bit tighter.
Quarterback or center eligible.
And the official
Penalty flag before the snap.
going to call a false start on the Yellow Jackets.
I don't know if that was the fumble Ruski or not. Quarterback did not come out of there with it.
We'll have to ask about that.
It's all for naught because it's waved off for an illegal procedure penalty.
4 seconds on the clock.
Yellow Jackets on the road next week. We're at Batesville Southside. We'll be over in Independence County.
Shift left, right on the line. Give to Epley. He'll run to the right. Trying to run away from some Mustangs behind the line of scrimmage. He'll get back to about the 30. And that'll do it. The first half has come to an end. Some bright spots for the Yellow Jackets, maybe on both sides of the football, but it's the Mustangs with points on the board. A couple of long plays and then a good drive under a couple of minutes to go there in the second quarter. And they will lead 26-7 here at Jim Thompson Field for a halftime break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Are you ready to change your life? I'm Dr. Tony Manning with Conway Regional Surgical Associates, and we're excited to offer the laparoscopic gastric sleeve procedure, also known as weight loss surgery. Benefits include better sleep, reduced reliance on medications, weight loss, and so much more. Join me at Conway Regional on the first Monday of each month for our free bariatric surgery interest meetings. Call 501-327-4828 for more information or follow Conway Regional on Facebook. Make a change today for a healthier you.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Raymond Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Raymond Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
At First Security, our team is proud to be only in Arkansas. In fact, we've been committed to our home state since 1932. Why does that matter? Banking with First Security means that you get friendly service from local professionals right where you live. Decisions are made here, and so are relationships. From personal banking to business to mortgage, First Security is here for you. First Security, only in Arkansas. FSBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
You asked for a tractor that could do it all. You got it. Massey Ferguson Global Series tractors are here at Grassroots Equipment, and they're completely designed by industry experts based on input from farmers like you. They've undergone 65,000 hours of rigorous endurance testing, so they're ready to stand up to even the most extreme conditions. No matter which model you choose, you'll benefit from the legacy that can only be built by Massey Ferguson. Visit Grassroots Equipment in B Branch and get a new Massey Ferguson tractor today. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Are you suffering from painful varicose veins? I'm Dr. Brock King with Conway Regional Surgical Associates. I have been performing varicose vein surgery for the last 15 years. The benefits of this in-office procedure include reduced pain, increased mobility, better sleep, and much more. Join me at Conway Regional for a free vein mapping and get started with a treatment plan to fit your needs. Call 501-327-4828 for more information. Let's get you back on your feet. Schedule an appointment today.
At First Security, we're proud of our home state. That's why we created a website that's all about Arkansas, just like us. Visit onlyinark.com for local travel, food, culture, sports, and so much more. You'll find everything from unique festivals to weekend plans to prize-winning recipes you'll pass off as your own. It's all in one easy spot, onlyinark.com. For all things Arkansas, visit onlyinark.com today. Brought to you by First Security, member FDIC.
The live broadcast of tonight's Yellow Jacket football game is brought to you by these Yellow Jacket boosters: Clinton Physical Therapy and Fitness Center, Clinton Stockyard, Pottery Shop, Canada Abstract, Dr. Kyle Hensley and staff, Main Street Florist, Clinton Real Estate, Johnny's Automotive, Webb Family Auction, American Home Pharmacy, PEH Supply. Thank you to all of these Yellow Jacket boosters for sponsoring tonight's football game. Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. The live broadcast of tonight's Yellow Jacket football game is brought to you by these Yellow Jacket boosters: Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic, United Country Arkansas Mountain Real Estate, PSG Heating and Air, Chad Brown, Attorney at Law, Gary Pack Lumber, Tharp's Barbershop, Latitude Bistro, Troy Gruszowski with Edward Jones. Thank you to all of these Yellow Jacket boosters for sponsoring tonight's football game.
And halftime at Jim Tumlinson Field, and a special recognition tonight out on the field at the 50-yard line. You may not can hear public address announcer Brian Henderson call that out to the folks in the stands, but I want to tell you what's going on here live from the radio. It's the 2019-2020 Clinton High School Yellow Jacket Athletes of the Year. Now, with school having been canceled back in the spring, at least the end of the spring semester, they were able to have the sports banquet and name some kind of players of the year to speak in different sports, but also the female athlete of the year for all sports, the male athlete of the year for all sports, and then the Special Olympics athletes of the year. And as a result of that, they recognize those students tonight, so that was exciting. Our Special Olympics athlete of the year for 2019 is Tara Slayton. She's the daughter of Darren and Carla Slayton. Her coaches through her career have been Ruth Taylor, Christina Mills, Justin Smith, and Jesse DeMint. Tara competed for the Yellow Jackets all 3 years of her high school career. As a sophomore, she won a silver medal in the long jump. A junior, Tara won a gold medal in bowling as well as silver medals in track and field in the long jump and the relays. And in her senior year, before the spring track season was canceled, Tara took home another gold medal in bowling. She also participated all 3 years in basketball as well. Our female athlete of the year for 2019 is Allie Bramlett. Allie's the daughter of Kim and Rob Bramlett. She starred on the Yellow Jacket basketball team since the 7th grade. As a sophomore, she scored an amazing 30 or more points in 3 consecutive games, just a 10th grader. She was named All-Conference in both her junior and senior years. She was a member of the Yellow Jacket track team her senior year, as well as being a cheerleader in junior high. Her coach, Jeremy Carson, said that Allie was a force during her Yellow Jacket career. She was driven by her passion to excel in all that she did, especially on the basketball court. She gracefully represented Clinton schools and her community with competitive fierceness. That's Allie Bramlett, female athlete of the year. Well, the 2019-20 male athlete of the year is Cragen Bradley. Cragen is the son of Stacy and Roy Bradley. He was a multi-sport athlete in his time at Clinton High School. In basketball, Cragen was a 2-time All-Conference player, as well as being named All-State and All-State Tournament as a senior. He scored over 1,000 points in his high school basketball career. Cragen also qualified for the state golf tournament in all 4 years of his high school career, as well as leading the Yellow Jacket baseball team to the state tournament as a pitcher in 2018. This past spring, Cragen signed with the University of Central Arkansas to play basketball, becoming the first Yellow Jacket signed with a Division I school, NCAA, college athletics, first since the 1980s. Well, congratulations, Cragen Bradley, Allie Bramlett, and Tara Slayton, our 2019-2020 Athletes of the Year for Clinton High School. Well, the Clinton High School band, they're doing their part tonight. They're down on the track tonight, playing for the crowd. You can probably hear that maybe a little bit over our microphone tonight. And good to see the band out. They work hard as well during the fall season, getting ready for each and every Friday night when they get to perform for the Yellow Jackets. And they get a round of applause from the fans in the stand. Good crowd tonight, despite the what folks maybe with any COVID-19 restrictions. Folks, some wearing masks, but again, no restrictions as far as the crowd tonight. So certainly if you're in town, you can come out and join us for the second half tonight. The weather's great and a beautiful night for high school football in the fall in Arkansas. Let's take one more break. Back to the studio. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
At First Security, our team is proud to be only in Arkansas. In fact, we've been committed to our home state since 1932. Why does that matter? Banking with First Security means that you get friendly service from local professionals right where you live. Decisions are made here, and so are relationships. From personal banking to business to mortgage, First Security is here for you. First Security, only in Arkansas. FSBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Ozark Health has taken medical imaging to a whole new level. Even if your primary care or specialist is located somewhere else, Ozark Health can perform your medical imaging. And all images are reviewed and interpreted by our board-certified radiologists. You have a choice. Request Ozark Health for your digital mammography, ultrasound, or MRI. Visit ozarkhealth.net to find out more. Ozark Health, caring for our community.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. 745-2992.
Find relief from painful varicose veins. I'm Dr. Landon Humphrey with Conway Regional Surgical Associates, and I'm here to offer you pain relief with a minimally invasive laser treatment. This in-office procedure results in reduced pain, better sleep, increased mobility, and much more. Join me at Conway Regional for a free vein mapping and get started with a treatment path tailored to your needs. Call 501-327-4828 for more information. Don't wait for pain relief. Schedule your appointment today.
And halftime at Jim Tomlinson Field. Matter of fact, you may can pick up the band a little bit play in tonight. They'll play the fight song. And the crowd responds. Again, good crowd in the seats here tonight, enjoying a fall Friday night here at Jim Tomlinson Field. You know, I may grab, if I can get her attention, Jonelle Warren's here tonight. That's Jonelle Tomlinson. We had dedicated the field last week, kind of the 50th anniversary of Jim Tomlinson Field. And if you got to listen in tonight, you got to listen to some of the story around that, written up by my colleague on the previous week. And it's probably come a long way in those 50 years. But certainly a good place to play a football game. We certainly enjoy it. Got a beautiful field. Head coach Chris DeFran has taken personal care of that field in recent years, getting it all greened up and ready to go. And I think I mentioned on the radio last week, and D.L. Webb, one of my former classmates and the fire chief here at Clinton, he pointed out too that the fire department gets a chance to be involved in burn of the field in the spring. It's that all blackened and burned off so that come fall, it'll be all green and pretty like it is tonight. Looks like a good carpet here on the field. And some folks like turf. I don't know. I think sometimes that gives you a good multi-purpose, I guess at least a field for football, for band, for all the various activities that can take place. But the grass still seems nice to some of the traditionalists like myself, and certainly enjoy watching a football game at the field. Well, 26-7 is your halftime score. Mustangs got on the board early on their first drive of the ball game, missed the extra point, but went up by 6. And had another opportunity. Yellow Jackets intercepted the ball in the end zone. It was Jasper Burgess with a big defensive play to stop the Mustangs. Yellow Jackets got on the board early. What was it, 13-7? No, it was 20-7. I think the Mustangs had put their third touchdown on the board. And then just before the half, minutes away from the break, Mustangs get the ball and get it down the field and punch it in from the 1 on a 4th and 1 with 19 seconds remaining. It was do or die for the Yellow Jacket defense and the Mustang offense, but it was Williams with the carry, and he's kind of been the all-purpose Superman for the Mustangs tonight. He's run the ball, maybe caught the ball. He's thrown a pass for a touchdown in the ball game on a halfback pass. Matter of fact, it's been 2 big plays by the Mustangs that have kind of stood out tonight. First drive of the ball game, kind of moved it down the field using the running games. Williams, one play after another before they got it in. But those 2 big plays scored quick on one. It was a 1-play drive with the Mustangs on the board. Hold on just a second.
Hey, Jonelle.
Let me see if I can grab.
I want to ask you about last week.
You can do it, Jonelle. Come on, Jonelle.
Let me see if I can get you just a second here. Stay with us. You can hear me. We got an opportunity. I think we're going to have an opportunity to visit just a moment with Jonelle Warren. She and her husband, Don Warren. I see just down to my left. And let me see. I think I've got Jonelle. Can you hear me okay? A little bit?
Oh, it echoes.
Oh, a little echo. Well, I didn't get a chance to warn you. You are going to hear an echo, and it sounds funny to you, but it sounds great to everybody out there. So if you can kind of talk over yourself, it'll be great. No, I just wanted to bring you up for just a moment and say what a neat week last week was when we kind of rededicated Jim Tumlinson Field here. I think it was the 50th anniversary of the field. There's some new signage up on the scoreboard. Jim Tumlinson, your father. From last week.
Okay, I had a really hard time hearing what you said, but last week was a wonderful ceremony. It was really fantastic. We love the sign, the new Tumlinson Field sign. It looks so good up on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And it was just a really good time, and my whole family just really appreciate everything that the school has done for us.
Yeah, I know. I think that there was a script that the public address got to speak to last week and told about some of the life of your father and your family here at the school. We got to read that over the radio. But a longtime educator, administrator here at Clinton School, I think, 35-plus years.
Yes.
I know I've read some quotes in the paper that you talked about your family back then. What would you say, looking back, about your dad and his tenure here at Clinton School System?
The Clinton Schools was my dad's life. I mean, he spent many hours on this football field. That was before I really knew about it, but we have people now that come back, Clell Lewis and a lot of the other people that played for him, that said what a big influence he was in their lives and what a difference he made in their lives. And all the way through, even when I was in school and I was old enough to know what was going on, the school was his life, and the students were what was important to him, and he would do anything for them. And he was a great science teacher, and then he became the principal, and he's just... Every time, today, I saw 2 or 3 different people that said, we loved your dad. He was great. So, yeah, he made a big influence on this community.
I know. I think back to my life and being at that age and educators, think back to that time in my life. Educators have such an opportunity to make such a lasting impression upon students. And a lot of times you think of it as coaches. They have those extra opportunities to kind of build character with students in their young life, and so many of those just turn out to be bigger than life figures in the life of young people. And it's encouraging, to hear those
well,
stories.
Well, and I've seen that also, not with just my dad, but I had 3 boys that played here at Clinton, and the coaches that they had, I mean, they were just so important, and they just cared for the kids so much. And you're absolutely right. The coaches can make a big, big difference. And now I have grandkids that are playing here on Clinton Yellow Jackets. So, yes, Clinton Yellow Jackets has been a very big part of our lives and still is.
That's right. So it's 50 years and counting.
Yes, yes.
Right. Well, thanks, Jonelle.
Thank you, and thanks to the Clinton schools for all they did. We really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. That's Jonelle Warren, or Jonelle Tomlinson, of our folks, daughter of Jim Tomlinson, the namesake of the field here. Well, we'll take a couple of minutes, step away. When we return, we'll be ready for the second half of football. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
And we are underway in the second half. The kickoff by Aldrich Infante. A good kick, high kick down the field, returned up to the 29-yard line. Williams, I believe, on the return. And the Mustangs will set up with the football. They've got the lead, 26-7. Gilbrick, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Williams to his left, fake the handoff, turn, quick pass to the right, caught near the sideline, make a move, make a miss, 40, 45, 50, gets a little bit behind the defense, all the way across midfield, up to the Yellow Jackets, maybe 42-yard line, so nice throw and yards after the catch. It's going to go, for 21, 29 yards and a first down.
Yeah, quick out, and you hope that your receiver can make a move, get upfield, and he did. He made a great move to get past the corner and get down in the Yellow Jacket territory at the 41. CAC going without a huddle.
Gilbrick shotgun. Williams gets it in the belly. Up the middle. Met just across the line of scrimmage at the 40. He'll go forward to the 38. Pickup of 4 on the carry.
If you just tuned in, CAC scored with 19 seconds before halftime, and they get the ball back here to start the second half. So they're trying to stack on 2 scores here.
2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Roll to the left. Gilbrick wants to pass. 4 receivers in the pattern. Short back, 35, 34. Down the field to the 25-yard line. First down.
Yeah, it was the run-pass option that time as Gilbrick got out on the left corner. Puts a lot of pressure on the Yellow Jackets secondary. Do you come up and do you play the quarterback or do you stay back and cover those receivers? And the quickly. 2 first downs on this drive, and the Yellow Jackets backed up again. CAC at the Yellow Jacket 25.
Looked like head coach Chris Dufran saw something there that he was trying to get the attention of the official about to agree with him after the play. And a short gain by Williams up to the 23-yard line, a pickup of 2 on the carry. And interesting to see, what adjustments, if any, can be made by either squad coming out for the second half and try to take away what they saw the other team have success with in the first half. For the Mustangs, again, kind of mixed up. It was Williams for the most part, but sometimes running the ball, and then a couple of long passes scored touchdowns. So a mix by the Mustangs this time. Going to pass again. Gilbert rolls to his right, behind the line of scrimmage, throws up, caught near the sideline, makes a move into the end zone, and looking for a flag. There it is. Flag thrown on the left side of the line of scrimmage. That's a long way away from where that pass took place on the visiting sideline. By the time that play was over, I don't know if there were any players left on the left side of the field, but there's the flag. It's going to go against the Mustangs. Illegal receiver downfield. Probably could eyeball that. When the quarterback, Gilbreth, he kind of took a lot of time. He kind of ran parallel to the line of scrimmage toward his sideline, and so at some point one of his linemen released and went a little bit too far downfield. Is that more than 5 yards?
Yes, more than 5 yards, and we see that more often now with that run-pass option. The linemen also have some pressure. Did the quarterback run with it, or did he throw it? Yeah, we saw Harding Academy last year. They were close to doing that a lot last season.
Fake the handoff, grab it the pass, deep down, middle of the field. Can't pull it in the end zone. It falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and almost 13 for the Mustangs.
Got behind the Yellow Jackets secondary, but CAC could not make the catch. That was Calito London back there for CAC through his hands, and that'll make it a 3rd down. CAC 2 first downs to drive down to the Yellow Jacket 25. Now they're facing 3rd and 13 back at the Yellow Jacket 28.
Shotgun snap, fake to Williams, looking to pass to the right side. Goes out of bounds over the first down marker, and it'll bring up 4th and 13 for the Mustangs. Now, might be only the second 4th down call for Central Arkansas Christian. They had 4th and 1 at the goal line in the second quarter with 19 seconds to go. Put a touchdown on the board. This time it's 4th and 13, but they're in Yellow Jacket territory at the 28, so they're going to go for it here.
And good coverage that time by the sophomore Brody Emberton out there on the outside, and it will be, once again, as you said, 4th down and 13. Yellow Jackets have any hopes of getting back into this one. They need to stop here.
Shotgun snap, fake to Williams, look to pass, 4 receivers in the pattern. Down the middle of the field again, can't catch up with it. It's incomplete. The Yellow Jacket defense has held on their own end of the field. They'll stop the Mustangs. Hand it over to the offense with 9:44 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They trail 26-7, but a good stop here to start the second half.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets brought some pressure on the inside. One of the linebackers, they blitzed up the middle. I think that forced Gilbrecht to throw it a little sooner than he wanted to. Ryan might have been open out there, but the pass was way overthrown because he had to get rid of it quickly. And the Yellow Jackets, just like last week against Dardanelle, get a defensive stop to start the second half. See if they can do anything with it this week.
The offense had some success passing the football in the first half. Let's see how they open the second. It's a handoff to Hutto on the left side, and he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe, and that's all. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Again, good line play tonight, I guess, by both squads. Maybe a strength there. And the Mustang line, they made some tough, tough sledding.
The
Yellow Jacket backs inside.
The last 3 years we played them, we've usually wore them down as the game went on. This is definitely the biggest line we've seen from CAC. Probably got a little bit more depth than they have in the past.
Shotgun snap. Tobin pulls it down, looking to pass. Pumps, turns it up. Flag on the play. Might be a holding call as Tobin is tackled behind the line of scrimmage at the 27. It is holding, and that hold happened behind the line of scrimmage. So just like we saw Central Arkansas Christian in the first half, I expect this may be a big loss for the Yellow Jackets. Yeah. Well, the official's got the football. He's got it about 27-28, so maybe just 10.
Well, CAC declined the penalty.
Decline, okay.
Make it 2nd down and 10.
Or 3rd, is that right? Third down, 10,
yep. Yeah, Hutso on the first down carry and an incomplete pass. We're looking at 3rd and 10.
Blaine Emerton brings the play in for head coach Chris Dufresne. Jesse Wilson, Joe Hudson, Jordan Benson along that Yellow Jacket sideline. Good numbers for Clinton. They'll dress out more players than Central Arkansas Christian. Both teams competing in Class 4A of the Arkansas Actives Association. Now, Central Arkansas Christian, they're a private school, so they've got the multiplier, they call it, and what that's going to force private schools to play up at least one classification. Is that right? So Central Arkansas Christian would be playing down with some smaller schools, but for being a private school.
Good discussion on the field. Whistles blew, no flags were thrown. I think they said the official spotted the ball wrong. Now they come back in and mark it back a couple of yards. They're going to make it 3rd down and 12.
So Tobin, he was tackled, I thought, maybe for a yard loss behind the line of scrimmage. So with that penalty declined, it ends up a 2-yard loss. Tobin wants to pass, 4 receivers in the penalty. He winds up, throws it deep. Emberton hangs on to it. The catch at the 40, the 35. First down for the Yellow Jackets on the Mustang side of the 50. Blaine Emberton, he's had some chances tonight to pull some in. That's the biggest of the night. And that gets the players and the crowd excited.
Great concentration by Blaine Emberton. The defense man was wrapped all over him. And another great pass as Harley Tobin wound up and put some zip on that ball. And a great pass, great catch. And the Yellow Jackets have a first down at the CAC 35. Another glimpse of the talent of Harley Tobin.
Quick pass, left side, Epley. Make a move. Spin, makes a miss. Up to a first down. Epley up to the 25, and that was just Epley in the open field. He made the first guy miss and picked up 10 for the first down.
And don't forget the block there by Spencer Bannister, number 7 out there. Spencer made that happen, and that allowed Epley then to use his athletic ability to make a move and get a first down for the Yellow Jackets down near the 24-yard line.
Ball's on the far hash, the visiting side. Wing T formation. Well, no, we got a couple of guys split to the left. Epley, one of those. Tobin takes the shotgun, quick pass to Epley, caught at the line of scrimmage, makes a move down the sideline. He's going to pick up maybe about 4 before he's swung out of bounds. Bring up a 2nd and 6.
Maybe the Yellow Jackets come back with a running play possibly now. For some CAC now to have to respect the pass.
Bannister brings the play in. Oh, we missed our guy Jeremy Carson, our stat man, as we think of it.
Talking to Jeremy Carson today. Cabot and Little Rock Catholic are playing tonight.
2 receivers on the right, in motion from left to right, puts 3. Tobin's going to roll to the right. Epley catches the pass down at the 16. Be just short of a first down, but boy, Tobin rolling to his right, staying behind the line of scrimmage, buys some time, and he just kind of, I don't know, not shot put it, but he just kind of punched it out there to Epley for the gain.
That was Clinton's version of the run-pass option. Tobin got to the corner. He had 2 receivers flooding over there, Brody Emerton and Epley. Dropped it off to Epley, and if they don't make that shoulder pad tackle, he might have got that thing into the end zone.
2 receivers split wide, 2 on the right. Tobin in the shotgun, takes the snap, pulls it down. First down, middle of the field. He's going to make a move. Takes on 1 defender short of the goal line, but Harley Tobin all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 14, and it'll set up 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, you can see that one all the way. It's going to be a quarterback draw. Tobin, nobody's told him about sliding to get down as the quarterback. He takes on the tackler, and he put a shoulder pad once again into a CAC tackler, and the Yellow Jackets down near the 2-yard line.
He'll go under center. Motion from right to left. Handoff inside, I think, Cody Davis looking for a signal. Touchdown! Touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. Central Arkansas Christian 26, Clinton 13. So they come up big on the defensive stop on their own end of the field, and the offense takes it down the field. The big play, the throw and catch from Tobin to Emberton, and they score their 2nd touchdown of the night.
Great defensive stop, followed by a 72-yard touchdown drive by the Yellow Jackets with a couple of big passes mixed in, and now Ulrich looking for the extra point.
Infante gets the kick up, and it's good. 26-14. Well, I don't know if it's the play call and head coach Chris Dufresne or the execution by the offense, but they have had some highlights tonight, and they pull within a couple of scores here midway through the third quarter. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
You asked for a tractor that could do it all. You got it. Massey Ferguson Global Series tractors are here at Grassroots Equipment, and they're completely designed by industry experts based on input from farmers like you. They've undergone 65,000 hours of rigorous endurance testing, so they're ready to stand up to even the most extreme conditions. No matter which model you choose, you'll benefit from the legacy that can only be built by Massey Ferguson. Visit Grassroots Equipment in B Branch and get a new Massey Ferguson tractor today. Ozark Health has taken medical imaging to a whole new level. Even if your primary care or specialist is located somewhere else, Ozark Health can perform your medical imaging. And all images are reviewed and interpreted by our board-certified radiologists. You have a choice. Request Ozark Health for your digital mammography, ultrasound, or MRI. Visit ozarkhealth.net to find out more. Ozark Health, caring for our community.
Infante down the right side, up that Mustang sideline, and looks to be just across the 30-yard line, and they'll have it there. Hey, we're getting to visit with Sid King in the booth tonight. I told him about halftime, we like to keep up with our counterparts over at Heber Springs. His daughter Allie King-Sugg and the Lake 101.9. They're doing the same thing we are this year with not only the radio broadcast but also the live stream, which you can pick that up. Our good friend Billy Morgan on the broadcast for those folks over there. They're at Lone Oak, and matter of fact, their video engineer, he's already called Sid tonight and said we're having a little trouble on site, so we're getting to return the favor. Allie came over and spent a night with us a few weeks ago, and deep pass, Gilbert behind the defense, the catch, and makes a couple of guys miss. 20 tackled at the 13, going to end up a touchdown-saving tackle, but boy, that ball had a lot of air under it. They threw it up high, but it came down into the hands of the intended receiver for the Mustangs. That's number 2, Jackson Richmond, and a big play for the Mustang offense.
They're picking on the Yellow Jacket corners over there, and that's Richmond's already had 2 touchdown catches tonight. And just like that, the Yellow Jackets had some momentum, and now CAC knocking at the door again.
Telling you, he had to kind of wait for that one to come down. He almost had to field that fly like a baseball player, but
offsides on the Yellow Jackets. That'll move it up 5 yards. Yellow Jackets scored to close it to 26-14. Now it's going to take another defensive stand inside the red zone. The Yellow Jackets have had 2 tonight where they've stopped CAC inside the 20-yard line. It's going to take one more here. Maybe a turnover.
Gilwick in the shotgun, gives to Williams, up the middle, breaks it out to the left. He gets to the left side, into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Arkansas Christian. So that'll put the Mustangs up 32-14. And a 2-play drive? Is that right? For the touchdown. They had a 1-play drive in the first half on a big touchdown pass. They do there. And
64 yards in 2 plays. 1 pass, 1 running. Ryan doesn't have the right tee. Now they get it to him. The play clock hasn't even started yet, so no problem for CAC to get this one off. They lead 32-14.
Snap, they'll put it down at the 10. The kick is up, and it's good. 33-14 your score. 6:15 remaining in the third quarter. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery, 745-2992.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Forced to answer quick after two-play touchdowns by Mustangs. The kickoff fielded by Jacob Hutto. He'll get it across the 40 to the 45. So, again, good field position for the Yellow Jacket offense. It'll be their second offensive series. Successful on the first one as they put up their second touchdown of the night. And it was a big pass play from Tobin to Emberton to get them down the field, and it was Tobin on a 16-yard run to get it down to the 2 before Cody Davis was able to take it in for the score. We're looking right down the line of scrimmage, the football at the 45-yard line, Clinton on their own side of the 50. They'll be in the shotgun. It's Tobin, two receivers to the right, got a slot on the left. Hutto's to the right of Tobin. Harley's going to roll to the right, pass, caught for a first down up at the 43. So, what Tobin, he kind of rolls a little bit. He's kind of got a, I don't know how you describe that. He's almost like a compact throwing motion. And he just kind of zips it out of there and down the field. And it's certainly his best outing of the year tonight. His receivers helping him out.
And that's while moving to his right, so he's not just set up in the pocket stepping into the throw. That was moving to the right. Nice knee-high catch by Blaine Emberton. The Yellow Jackets quickly in CAC territory.
Shotgun snap. He's going to run this time. Starts to the left. Got a block. Gets it up the field. Looks to be close to a first down. All the way up at the 24. We'll see where the mark is. That was a run all the way, and it's a first down at the Mustang 34. So back-to-back first downs by the Yellow Jacket offense. And again, play calling and execution are in sync tonight. Unlike I don't say unlike, but certainly having success tonight that's been hard to come by in the first three games.
Probably as full strength as he's been all year tonight.
Quick pass to the right side, caught by Epley. We've seen that a couple of times tonight already, and Nick will get the ball down to the 22. And that's going to be another first down by the Yellow Jackets.
Epley may have a cramp. He's down at the 21. You know, we hadn't seen many cramps the first 3 weeks, and this is the coolest night we've had so far. And now we see one as Epley's down. That'll bring in officials' timeout.
It looks like that'll bring in Richard Matthews. I think that is from Matthews from Clinton Physical Therapy. And he'll stretch that leg out and try to work that cramp out.
Coward tonight. Nor have I seen Park Parrish, who's also part of the Friday night sideline crew here at Jim Tomlinson Field.
You know, you mentioned, we talked about Park, former Yellow Jacket quarterback, went on to play college football at Harding University. We talked about Weston Amos and making adjustments as a college football player. Well, at least these high school athletes, one thing they've got is they are getting to play football on once a week. I know it's tough on those college players to not be playing on Saturdays this fall, but certainly good for us as well to be out on Friday night and keep up this tradition here at Clinton and at Jim Tomlinson Field. And Yellow Jackets would love to pick up their first win of the season tonight, but they're down 33-14 with 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
I believe Davis and Hutto in the backfield. Emberton's in, but he's going to split out to the left. In fact, Davis is going to the slot. Yellow Jackets going with 4 wide receivers.
Big Jasper Burgess on the right side. I think just one catch tonight from his side, and the flag will fly at the snap of the football. Usually an offensive penalty. That's the call. We'll back it up 5. I say Burgess, one catch. That's on the offensive side of the football. He's got one on the defensive side of the football. He picked off a pass in the end zone, brought it out to the 5-yard line that snuffed out a potential score for the Mustangs. So I don't know if you're playing fantasy football, do you get more points for an interception than you do for a reception? He's got 2 tonight, but maybe that defensive line. He took 6 off the board for the Mustangs. We'll put it that way. Here we go again. 4-receiver set. Tobin's in the shotgun at his own 34. He's going to run. Takes the snap. Breaks out to his left. He's going to try to run away from the defender on the end. He gets near the sideline. Tackled, but a good pickup by Harley Tobin. To get it back up to looks about the 20-yard line, maybe an 8-yard carry. And that gets the Yellow Jackets out of a bit of a hole after that 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring up second down at 7.
And Epley back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Most we've seen Tobin run so far this year. Usually Coach DeFran has kind of held the quarterbacks back during the season, let them run late in the year. But and he knows he needs them tonight as this conference opener against CAC. Yellow Jackets also running away from the pressure. CAC bringing the kind of pressure off the left side into DeMarco. We've been running the ball to the right.
Shotgun snap. Fake the pass to the right side. Pressure in the backfield. 4 Mustangs and now 5 all around Harley Tobin. And he'll step up. They'll take him down at the 24. Be a loss on the play. But maybe he wanted to do like a little pump and go as he looked to the right, pumped it, pulled it down to give his receiver time to get down the field. But by that point, the Mustangs were in the backfield. Now, I don't think they didn't clear out for a screen, did they? I mean, you looked up and all you saw were Mustangs all around him.
3rd and 11. You want to try to get close here because you're going to go for it on 4th down if you don't.
In motion from left to right. Tobin rolls that Ray. Pass. Caught up at the 12, 13-yard line. And let's see if that's good for a first down.
It is a first down.
Another catch and another first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Running to the right with 3 receivers in the area at different levels, at short, medium, and deep, and he finds the one that's open. Looked like Epley might have been covered early, and then he looked for a hole in the zone and got in it, and Tobin zipped it to him, and we needed 11, and we got 12, and a first down for the Yellow Jackets down at the 13.
4 receiver set again, 2 on each side. The visiting side is the wide side of the field. Tobin puts it in the belly. Jacob Hutto lowers his shoulders. He'll get up near the 5 before he's pushed back. Gain of 6, 7 on the carry.
So we said earlier, those pass plays may finally open up the running game, and that's probably one of the best runs of the night at that time by Jacob Hutto as he gets 7 yards on first down.
For the Yellow Jackets, their success in the run game tonight have kind of been at the end or outside. They've not had as much up the middle. But again, maybe that pass or play action kind of throwing that Mustang defense off. Again, kind of spread the field again. Hutto and Tobin fakes it. Tobin wants to keep it himself up the middle.
Falling forward, close to the first down.
Up near the 4, 3-yard line.
Yeah, you can see now the Yellow Jackets spreading them out, and CAC was rushing 6 defenders early when the Yellow Jackets were running the wing T. Now we're only seeing maybe 3 and 4 up there at the line of scrimmage, opening up some holes to run. Now the Yellow Jackets definitely 2 plays to get 1 yard here. We'd surprised to see the quarterback sneak. They're not covering the center.
Tobin gets low, crouches under center, handoff. I think that's Hutto on the left side, and he may be inside the 1. And if so, you would think that'd be good for a first down. It is. There's the call. It's 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. So
got met at the line of scrimmage, but good strong churn with the legs. He fell forward. That's all we needed to get a first down, and the Yellow Jackets have it just outside the 1-yard line.
Well, we'll see if the Yellow Jackets stay inside or run some type of trap. Tobin's under center. The give, left side. Hutto into the air, into the end zone. Touchdown. Central Arkansas Christian 33. The Yellow Jackets 20. Clinton back within 2 scores. Another impressive drive, their second scoring drive of the second half. They take it down the field with 1:10 remaining in the third quarter.
One of the best drives of the year. The Yellow Jackets drove 55 yards for the touchdown. Hutto knocks it in from 1 yard out. And now it looks like the Yellow Jackets may be going for 2 here as they've closed the lead to 13. A chance to get it to 11 would make it a 2-possession ball game. Saw them this week work on a lot of plays, down inside around the 5-yard line.
We may have seen a couple of those new plays already in this one. We'll see what kind of wrinkle head coach Chris Dufran has this time. Harley Tobin to pass, going to throw it, kind of a jump ball, left side into the corner, caught! The 2-point conversion is good. The catch by Jacob Hutto. Usually he's in the backfield, kind of at the fullback spot for the Yellow Jackets.
Tell you, a great play. Hutto went straight toward the goalpost. A linebacker had to cover him. He cut to his left. The wide receiver on the right side of the field slanted across the field in front of the defender, and Tobin threw it over his head. And what a nice catch and what a nice play call by Coach Chris Dufran. And the Yellow Jackets have cut the lead to 11, 33-22.
Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Kickoff, an onside kick attempt. Mustangs cover it at their own, 48-yard line. The first play from series. They pick up 4. It's Williams. Now they're at the Yellow Jacket 48. Gilbert's in the shotgun. Second down. Gives it to Williams again. And a good, not going to let him go. Down at the ankles. He goes down at the 47.5-yard line. Who had him at the ankles? I think that's Chase Blanton for the Yellow Jackets. Going to bring up 3rd and long for Central Arkansas Christian.
Yeah, Hunter Johnson also on that tackle. Had him out the ankle, held him up long enough to get some help. Harley Tobin's now in at corner, covering Richmond on the far side. Richmond's already had a couple of touchdown catches along with a couple of more long catches. So Tobin into the game now at the corner.
Well, it looks like the Mustangs can let the third quarter clock wind down if they choose to. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. No, they snapped the football. Fake to Williams, rolled his right. Gilbert wants to pass. Short, caught, line of scrimmage, first down, 40.
Wow.
Hit hard. Jasper Burgess. Mustangs pick up a first down. That'll bring the third quarter to an end. When we return, it's 33-32. Yellow Jackets trail. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Ozark Health has taken medical imaging to a whole new level. Even if your primary care or specialist is located somewhere else, Ozark Health can perform your medical imaging. And all images are reviewed and interpreted by our board-certified radiologists. You have a choice. Request Ozark Health for your digital mammography, ultrasound, or MRI. Visit ozarkhealth.net to find out more. Ozark Health, caring for our community.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Fourth quarter to get underway. It's first down for the Mustangs at the Yellow Jacket 38-yard line. Williams with a handoff inside, picks his way up to the 30. And how do you best describe Williams' running style? You know, some backs, they take the football, maybe keep it low, hit the hole hard up the middle. Williams, he just kind of seems to glide through there, has good vision. I'm sure he's got a hole at the line of scrimmage open up for him, but then he just kind of picks his way and finds his yardage from there, where the defense is going to let him go. And second down and 8.
Wide receiver on the far side of the field was 5 yards down the field. The ball had not even been snapped, so that's going to mark it back 5 yards. You know, if you saw him in the 10th grade and you saw him now, you wouldn't even recognize him physically. We saw him as just a really light, jitterbug-type running back. But, man, he has really filled out. He has added some weight, and he doesn't really look the same. Kind of has a little bit different running style, I think, now, too, a little more powerful. As a 10th grader, he had to try to run away from you or around you.
Gilbert fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, tosses it up, short throw and catch up the 30, but across the first down marker up to the 23-yard line. Mustangs move the football. Well, you know, another fall sports going around Clinton High School, tennis, one of those. I started to say both teams have scored 2 touchdowns apiece in the second half. What you say in tennis, they're holding serve. Clinton's got to break service here, kind of force something to shut the Mustangs down again with the defense, give their offense a chance to pull within a single score here. Let's see if what they can do here.
And we've stopped them a couple times tonight inside the red zone. We sure need one now.
Williams, inside handoff. I think Josh Witt is just going to manhandle Williams, take him to the turf, pick up of about a yard on
Josh,
the carry.
very athletic, has great feet, only a junior. And like I say, we were glad to have him back. He played last season at Jessieville after playing junior high here at Clinton. He and Hunter Johnson anchoring both the ends of that defensive line.
Second down and 9. Gilbert's shotgun. Williams gets it inside, makes a move. Moves to his left. It's a first down up to the 13. He just kind of glides forward with the football. Veer to the left, veer to the right, a little bit as needed.
Speaking of tennis, saw head coach Tammy Johnson before the game tonight with her grandson, and they are 11-0 this year, the Yellow Jacket tennis team. And October 5th and 6th, Clinton will host the district tournament at the Racket Club at Fairfield Bay. So if you want to get out and see tennis, that'll be October 5th and 6th.
Williams with a handoff. A lot of traffic inside that time. Oh, thought something sounded just a little bit different there. And that'll stop play for an injury on the field for the Mustangs. They'll tend to. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague is here. Sid King with us tonight in the studio. Ryan Jones, our video engineer, and Kelsey Robertson in the studio in downtown Clinton, broadcasting for you tonight. Glad you could be with us over the airwaves, online anywhere in the world at www.khpq.com. On your mobile device, your Android or Apple products, just download the Hot Country KHPQ app. And now this year in 2020, sponsored by Cowboy Dodge and First Arkansas Bank and Trust, live video stream coming to you at the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or at the KHPQ Facebook page. So not only can you listen here in 22, you can watch the broadcast as well. And certainly glad to have you with us. I was listening to some sports talk a week or so ago, and they were talking about what are some of the early trends that you see in high school football this year. And they said one of the trends is live stream. You know, we've seen around where we travel in the past couple of years, more and more schools kind of picking that up. And I think this year with the COVID 19, more schools, just like KHPQ, trying to do a live stream for folks who aren't able to come to the games this year, and just more and more of that. So certainly glad to be able to bring you that this year. You can join us. One of the effects for that, they said that's not sure how they'll affect the crowds coming to the game, and that may be a little bit disappointing for the schools or the players, but we've got a good crowd here tonight in spite of everything on a beautiful night for football. And out of the injury timeout, Mustangs back with the football. Williams with it in his hands, and he'll carry up to the 7. And let's see, I don't know that that's going to be a first down. It might be close.
And now Williams down also with a cramp. Great tackle that time by the quarterback turned cornerback, Harley Tobin, as we'll break again for another
cramp
on the field. Got some scores that are interesting. Halftime conference games, Little Rock Mills 8, Ball Knob 6. And here's a shocker, only in the second quarter, but Heber Springs 12, Lone Oak 7.
Hey.
Melbourne and Newport, that's a big conference game over in 3A Conference 2. It's Newport 14, Melbourne nothing. That game's in the fourth quarter. Also in that same conference, Salem 28, Riverview nothing. Mountain View looked like a chance for their fourth win of the season. They lead 46-16 against Cutter Morningstar, and we're back to action. Here's a big third down play for the Yellow Jacket defense.
They've come up big a couple of times tonight.
Williams is out of the game, by the way.
Can the defense do it again? Keep it a 2-score ball game. Gilbridge in the shotgun. Inside handoff. Lowers the head, lowers his shoulder, and into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Mustangs. On the carry, it's Ethan DeMarco. And that'll put the Mustangs up 39-22 with 8:53 remaining in the third.
Yeah, nothing fancy there. DeMarco carries it in from 7 yards out. Quarterback read the defensive end. So they're trying to get to the corner. Go ahead and hand it off on the inside. DeMarco scores a touchdown for CAC, which will stretch the lead back out.
3 touchdowns for the Mustangs in the second half, 2 for the Yellow Jackets. The kick is up, and it's good. 40-22 your score. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
40-22. Yellow Jacket receiving team out to field the kick from Central Arkansas Christian from the 40. Down the left side, I think that's going to go out of bounds. It does. And the Yellow Jackets will take the football. They'll be at the 35.
See if the Yellow Jackets can build on that last drive, that 55-yard drive for a touchdown, one of the best drives of the season so far. See if they can add to it here. Offensive line has played much better tonight. The Yellow Jackets, if they don't come back to win tonight, they do have some things they can build upon. There was a lot of positives in tonight's game. But if the Yellow Jackets can get a scoring drive here, it's still not over.
3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Tobin rolls to his left. Steps up, turns back to the right, middle of the field. He's going to run. First down, 50. Lowers his shoulder into the tackler and gets the football all the way up to the Mustang 47-yard line. Tobin can throw and he can run tough. That's not the first time tonight that he tried to lower the blow at the point of the tackle.
Oh, yeah. Like I say, he does not slide. He delivers the blow and not the defensive player.
A little bit. First down on the Mustang side of the 50. In the shotgun, Tobin takes the snap, wants to pass again. 4 receivers in the pattern. To his left, lowers his shoulder, takes on the tackler. He'll pick up a yard on this one. Not much room to run there, but
I like it sometimes. I'm not sure if we want to keep doing that all together. Take a pretty good beating out there. That's probably one time maybe you want to use like a pump fake, try to deceive the tackler there and get around him.
Emberton split wide right. Burgess, that's Blaine. That's Brody Emberton and Burgess on the left side. And Tobin will go up under center for this snap. Fakes, everybody goes left. He picks it up and throws right to Blaine Emberton, but that one will bounce off the turf. And Blaine not get a chance to catch that one. Bring up 3rd down and 9.
One of the few poorly thrown balls tonight. Stood up, had Blaine out there. Just kind of underthrew it.
Ball's on the near hash below our broadcast position in Jim Tomlinson Field. Brody Emberton, the right side, puts 3 receivers there. That's the way Tobin roll. He throws it deep down the right side, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off. Mustang had a chance to pull that in, but drops the football. I think Epley came in to maybe make the contact with him and make sure that he wasn't going to catch that one.
Boy, Epley was open out there. That same play they scored the touchdown on in the first half, and he was open. I'm not sure what Harley was looking at there. The pass was well off to the left, but, man, he was open going down the right sideline.
And that'll bring up 4th down and 9. The football's at the Mustang 46, so head coach Chris Dufresne is going to go for it here, trailing 40-22 with 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Got to pick up a first down to keep the drive alive. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, going to have to snap it. They do. Tobin takes the snap, retreats, throws it short. Hutto, field 45, 40, 40, 39, 38, fighting for yardage, and he's got a first down. Hutto up to the 35-yard line.
That was a 6-yard play that he made about 12. Run the screen pass to perfection. And it was short of the first down. And give Hutto the credit. He carried defenders to the first down marker at the 35.
And we got a Yellow Jacket down on the sideline after the play. No, it's a Mustang, and I think it's another cramp.
Like I said, we played in August. It was August 24th, and it was like 110 degrees on the heat index that night, and nothing. And tonight we're down in the upper 50s maybe, and we've already had this the 3rd cramp of the ball game.
Well, you know, I think when you hear that going on, I think the coaches tell kids, well, drink fluid, and not just the afternoon before the game. Drink all week. Get your body loaded up. And so I don't know, maybe the players relaxed a little bit with these cool temps in Arkansas this week, and it's hitting them out there.
Yeah, that was number 2. That was Richmond. He has done a lot of running tonight. He's had a couple of long touchdown catches along with a couple other long catches, and he's probably wore down a little bit. CAC uses a lot of guys going both ways. And the Yellow Jackets have another first down at the CAC 35.
I see Big Ty Pruitt playing left tackle for the Yellow Jackets. Try to protect that blind side for Tobin if he rolls to the right. Oh, and Hardy's going to throw it to the left. And again, kind of short hops his receivers as he kind of hits the turf just before he could get to Blaine Emberton. It's incomplete. Bring up 2nd down.
Hardy seemed to have thrown better tonight while on the move, which is your least efficient throwing motion. When he's had times like that one, when he's able to stand up, step into the throw, he's underthrown it.
Yeah. Kind of reminds you of a baseball pitcher. I don't know if it's their point of release or how they do it. Sometimes that just puts the ball just before it gets to home plate, it'll hit the turf. We've just seen that happen to Harley tonight on occasion. This time he's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw it. Oh, tries to hit Epley, I think, up at the 25-yard line, but couldn't pull that one in, 3rd and 10.
Yes, that's play's been successful tonight, rolling to the right. Look, 3 receivers at different levels that time. Epley came back for it near the first down marker, but just slightly underthrown. And the Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and 10, and it's definitely 4-down territory. So you want to get some positive yardage here on this play, even if you don't make the first down. Give yourself a chance on 4th down.
Spencer Bannister's in the ball game. He's on the right side along with Epley. Maybe a couple of speedsters. Brody Emberton rolls. They're going to throw it back to Burgess on the left side. If he can get past the first tackler, he does. The 30, the 25 still on his feet. Splits the defenders, the 10, the 5.
Wow, what a run.
The 2-yard line for Jasper Burgess. 33 yards on the throw and catch, and it's 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets.
Great play. It was a throwback to the tight end. Burgess been lining up at tight end. A defender had him by the jersey, tried to pull him down, and he broke away from him.
Quickly on the ball. They don't want to huddle. They give to Hutto, and he's going to carry it into the end zone. Touchdown. 40-28, 6:44 remain in the ball game. And the Yellow Jacks have scored their 3rd touchdown of the second half.
Go back to that catch. What a great play. A throwback, the first time we've used it this year, to the tight end. He gets 5 yards. The defender has him by the jersey, trying to pull him down. He breaks away from that one, and then breaks another couple of tackles. It gets all the way down to the 2-yard line, and what a tremendous catch and run by Burgess, and Aldrich looking to add on another extra point.
The kick is up, and it's good. 40-29, 6:44 remaining. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Well, the Yellow Jackets are outscoring the Mustangs here in the second half. They put their 3rd touchdown on the board, held the Mustangs to 2. Matter of fact, they've outscored Central Arkansas Christian 22-14 in the second half. They just have enough time left on the clock to have a chance to get a victory tonight. They trail by 11, 40-29. There's 6:44 remaining. The onside kick is covered by the Mustangs at their own 49-yard line. Got to get a stop or make something happen quick.
It's not over yet. Mr. Sam Shannon, Miss Becky, listen down in Choctaw. Not over yet. And we have failed to mention Yellow Jackets, our best fan, our super fan, Brandon Boynton up near Botkenberg. I hope he's listening tonight. I hope Mom and Dad and him are listening in or watching tonight. And they definitely miss him here at the Jim Tumbleson Field.
On their own side of the 50, the Mustangs, they'll give it to Williams in the belly, picks his way, starts forward. They get to the Yellow Jacket 49, maybe just short of the 48 or there. So pick up 2-3 on the carry. And you saw a whole lot of Williams to start the ball game on that first drive. You might see a whole lot of Williams here in this drive as the Mustangs would likely try to take some time off the clock.
So they're going to milk the clock. Well, it sure took a long time for the official to start the play clock. Oh, just an inside run.
Gilbreth keeps it himself. Turn up the field. Not much there. Maybe a couple of more yards. He'll get to the 46, a pickup of 2. Third down will make it interesting. It's third and 5 for the Mustangs. The Yellow Jackets can get a 3 and 4 and 3 and out.
Gilbrecht's going out of the game.
Going to swap personnel.
Wildcat.
We saw this, inside the 20 or inside the 15 for the Mustangs. They're going to run it here closer to midfield. Coach Jordan Benson's trying to coach up the defense, get them in position.
Jumbo set to the right. That's what they've been using near the goal line.
All 11 defenders within 5 yards of the ball. They get in the backfield. Williams has it. He'll get it up to the 45, a yard at best. And it's going to bring up 4th and a long 4 for the Mustangs.
Chase Blanton in on the tackle along with a host of other Yellow Jackets. That's the play they run near the goal line, trying to outnumber you on the corner. Yellow Jackets sold out, made the tackle, and now CAC, what do they want to do with 5 minutes left? A stop here would give the Yellow Jackets the ball at midfield. I got to believe they're going to run the clock down and punt it, but we'll see what happens. They still have a 2-score lead.
10 seconds on the play clock, 4:48 on the game clock, and that looks to be the call. As you said, they might call it timeouts.
Tommy
they
Shoemaker
will.
On the far side will take a timeout.
Timeout Mustang.
Well, let's keep it here. Jim Tomlinson Field. As the fans applaud the effort by the Yellow Jackets out on the football field.
Tommy Shoemaker, also his son, playing tonight. He may be one of the best coaches in the state of Arkansas. It's the least amount of people know about. He won a state title back at Harding Academy, but Tommy Shoemaker, this is his 24th season as a head football coach. 194 wins, 83 losses, 1 tie. 13th year at CAC, 74 wins, 60 losses, but he's only 6 wins away from 200. Not many coaches in Arkansas football history have ever won 200 football games. Came to Harding University from Alabama, played wide receiver, one of the most successful wide receivers in Harding history. Stayed, coached the academy, and as I said, was one of the first coaches in the state of Arkansas to put in the spread offense back when Arkansas was primarily a running high school football state. And he brought the spread offense to Arkansas high school football. And 24 years later, he's on the verge of 200 victories. Tommy Shoemaker.
Well, we've seen some big
Gilbrecht
defensive
back in the game.
Big defensive plays for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Can they get another one and get the football back? The offense fake the handoff, roll to the left. Gilbrecht to pass. A little bit of pressure. Force left. He's going to try to run for the first down. He's going to be up near the first down marker. Tackled there. Depends on the spot. Officials are going to stop the clock.
Well, he's close to the marker.
Number 24.
The marker's on the visiting sideline. That's where Gilbrecht was tackled, and it's a first down.
Gilbrecht is not a great runner, but he's good enough. They needed 7 yards, and he got it right there. Looks like the Yellow Jackets had a shot at him. Couldn't get him on the ground short of the marker. That was a real gamble by CAC. That would have gave the Yellow Jackets the ball at the 50-yard line. And that was probably not the play I would have called if I had Williams over there in the backfield to let Gilbrecht take it off run, but it worked.
And that may have been, when you consider the clock and the 2-score difference, and Central Arkansas Christian able to pick up a first down as opposed to turning the ball over on downs. Williams fakes the handoff, keeps it himself out of the Wildcat. He'll be up near the first down mark, up at the 32. That first down by Gilbrecht, that may be the play that secured the victory for the Mustangs.
We have an official timeout.
They have run him a lot tonight. As I said, the Yellow Jackets by far the best team that CAC's played this year.
And the medical staff will come out and check with him as the players from both squads and the sidelines will take a knee.
If you're watching on video tonight, you might see the assistant coach standing to the left side of Williams on the ground holding maybe an iPad or something there. That is Joe Adams, former Arkansas Razorback great. He's now assistant coach at his old alma mater, Central Arkansas Christian.
And Williams.
Remember Joe Adams, that famous return against Tennessee. And Williams goes off wobbly on the sideline. I don't think that's, it might be a cramp, but he's wobbling off to the sideline. That's twice he's left the game tonight.
I wouldn't suspect him to return. If we had our good friend Jeremy Carson here, Williams is going to finish with some good numbers tonight, running the ball, catching the ball, a touchdown pass on the halfback pass. And he may be one of those guys, if you look in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette, the notable players of the games from around the state. And Central Arkansas Christian may put him out there in his numbers he comes up with tonight.
Ethan DeMarco, the big linebacker now at running back. They brought him in earlier when Williams left. Clock winding down into 3:30. Yellow Jackets still have all 3 timeouts left, but got to get that football. CAC is milking it for all it's worth.
And run that play clock down inside 10 seconds. Gilbert takes a shotgun snap, puts it in the belly. Not much, a yard or two at best. And Clinton is going to call a timeout. Stop the clock with 2:56 remaining, trailing 40-29. That's the first timeout they've utilized. In the second half, they're going to try to stop the Mustangs, get the football back, and see what they can do.
Just tune in. Yellow Jackets trail 26-7 at the half. And they've twice now cut the lead to 11 here in the second half. Yellow Jackets will be on the road next week over in Independence County as we travel over to play the Batesville Southside Southerners. They had a very good team last year. I don't think they're quite as good this year. They have some big linemen. They don't have quite the skill players they've had in the past. So if you can get over to on the road next week, because we'll be heading east. If not, you can listen to all the action on Q92 or watch it worldwide on KHPQ Facebook page or KHPQ Sports on YouTube.
Thanks to Ryan Jones, our video engineer, and just to the left of us here in the press box at Jim Tomlinson Field. Sid King here as well tonight. And Joe Hudson, the defensive coordinator for the Yellow Jackets, sent his players back out on the field. And it's not been easy tonight for the Mustangs. They've had some big plays, scored some touchdowns. Put 4 touchdowns up in the first half, only 2 here in the second half, where they've been outscored by the Yellow Jackets. And they might have thought earlier in the ball game that they might put this one away earlier, but it hasn't happened tonight. These Yellow Jackets have forced them to fight to the end, and Yellow Jackets want to fight and get the football back one more time, as you said. Handoff inside, and that'll be good for a first down across the 20. Once he kind of broke the line of scrimmage, kind of had a hole there before he could get to the next level, a defender to come up and make the tackle.
Yeah, DeMarco's only had a few carries tonight, so he's pretty fresh. The clock runs down under 3 minutes. You talk about Jeremy Carson. They are at home tonight. They got a 31-21 lead over Little Rock Catholic. That's the Cabot Panthers.
Play clock inside 5. The snap, same play. DeMarco starts up the middle, bounces out to the left, off tackle. Tackle, second down. Yellow Jackets going to call another timeout, stop the clock with 2:17 remaining.
Update on some scores. Valonia 35, Clarksville 35. I mentioned that because our old Yellow Jacket and our old cousin Jay Kink is the assistant coach at Valonia, and they are tied at 35 in the fourth quarter with Clarksville. So who else we got on the scoreboard tonight? Pulaski Academy 52, Watson Chapel 24, Gentry 21, Huntsville 14. That's a Huntsville team the Yellow Jackets lost to a couple of weeks ago on the road. Still at halftime, Little Rock Mills 8, Ball Knob 6. That's 2 conference opponents. That 12-6 score, Lone Oak and Heber Springs, that's now changed. It's Lone Oak 47 now and Heber Springs 24. That game's in the 4th quarter. And see if there's anything else on the board pertaining to us. Salem 28, Riverview nothing. And now I'll look to update. Valonia and Clarksville are now in overtime. Tied at 35, and we're back to action. Second down and about 8 for CAC. 2:17 left in this one.
Mustangs empty backfield now, but they'll go in motion left to right. Shotgun snap.
Fumble.
Bounces off. The coming in motion from left to right. So you got to time that just right for either the player in motion to take the direct snap or the quarterback to get it and maybe fake to the belly or keep it or something. That time, football and the player hit at the same time. And
looked like it hit him right in the chest.
They'll cover it quickly. It'll be 3rd and 10, loss of a couple of yards on the play. The Yellow Jackets will use their final timeout to stop things here at 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining.
I was going to mention one more score if I can find it. Harding Academy was in our conference the last couple of years. They traveled to Memphis tonight to play Briarcrest Academy. If you don't know anything about that, you've probably seen the movie The Blind Side with Sandra Bullock. The story of Michael Orr, the homeless young man who went on to play in the NFL. That's the high school that he played at. I think they have about 1,600 students taking on Harding Academy, which has about 600 students. And that was a high-scoring game at halftime. I'm trying to find the current score. And I can't find it at the moment. It was something like a 42-28 at halftime. Briarcrest was in the lead.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the
3rd and 10 out of the timeout.
And Williams has not reappeared in the game. Watch out for the fullback sneaking out into the flat.
Gilbreth fakes the handoff, keeps himself up the middle. Nothing there.
Yellow Jackets tried to strip that one. Good job by the defense. They tried to rip it out of his hands. Nothing doing.
4th and 10. The defense can't stop the clock. Now the official just stopped the clock for an injury timeout for the Yellow Jackets. It's a lineman, maybe Josh Witt, they said, but and another cramp. Not necessarily for Josh, but that's at least maybe the 5th player tonight with a cramp injury.
Like I said, down Highway 65 at Greenbrier tonight. It's Moulton 33, Greenbrier 14. That game's in the 4th quarter.
Josh has had another good game tonight. We've called his name, and those cramps sometimes maybe take a play or two to walk off if he can. The defense has to stay on the field and want to get him back on there, but it's 4th and 10. The defense needs to stop on the next play from the line of scrimmage, give the offense a chance to get the football. The game clock starts, a minute 50 seconds to go, 18 seconds now on the play clock. We'll see if Central Arkansas Christian, they may not want to run a play here. They may wind it down to 1 second on the play clock. I think that's what they're going to do. And they'll talk about it on the sideline before they run this 4th and 10 play. There's the timeout. It will stop the game clock at a minute 32 seconds remaining. Again, 4th and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 18-yard line.
And the Yellow Jackets are out of timeouts now. Got to get a stop here on 4th down. And then a touchdown and go for the onside kick. The Yellow Jackets need a touchdown and a field goal to tie this one. I'd love to see Ulrich Infante get a shot at a field goal in this one. He can definitely kick it. The Yellow Jackets by far the best performance of the year, though. Tonight here against Central Arkansas Christian. As we said, nobody could practice from March until June the 1st. And the Yellow Jackets, I think, are now maybe starting to round into shape. Their linemen, guys getting into better shape, more repetitions for the skilled players. So maybe things will start looking up here as the Yellow Jackets. This is only the first conference game of the season. And 6 more after tonight.
And the defense back out on the field for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see, Chase Blanton, Alex Zuniga. I think that's Hunter Johnson out there along the defensive line as well. Carlos Nava along the line.
You're right. We're not going to see Williams anymore. He's on the bench on the far side over there, helmet off. And so watch Gilbert. He rolled out the last time on 4th down.
They'll spread the field this time. 4 receivers, 1 back in the field. Shotgun snap. Gilbert to pass. Going to throw it single receiver deep on the right side. 1 defender. If he hangs on, it's a touchdown. It is. Touchdown. Well, number 2 again for the Mustangs. That's Jackson Richmond. Is that his 3rd touchdown reception tonight?
Yes. Ran a flag route. Harley Tobin out there in the secondary now. Tried to run him down from behind. Couldn't quite get there. Gilbert put the ball on the money. That's a pretty safe pass. Either he was going to catch it for a touchdown or it was going to be incomplete. So it was a pretty high percentage pass for CAC. And it works, and they added a touchdown here, and Ryan will try to have another extra point. He's either hicked them big or he's missed them low.
That one's up, and it's good. 47-29 your score. There'll be a minute 26 remaining when we return. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Are you ready to change your life? I'm Dr. Tony Manning with Conway Regional Surgical Associates, and we're excited to offer the laparoscopic gastric sleeve procedure, also known as weight loss surgery. Benefits include better sleep, reduced reliance on medications, weight loss, and so much more. Join me at Conway Regional on the first Monday of each month for our free bariatric surgery interest meetings. Call 501-327-4828 for more information or follow Conway Regional on Facebook. Make a change today for a healthier you.
Field at the 34. It's Hutto with it, the 45, the 50. He'll get across midfield and be tackled at the Mustang 48-yard line. A minute 20 remaining. Good field position for the Yellow Jackets. And they'll try to punch it in another time here before this one closes out.
The Yellow Jackets have had good returns on the kicks tonight. They've had good field position all night long. There's another good return that time. The Yellow Jackets will start at the CAC 48-yard line. Would love to see the Jackets score one more time tonight.
Zeb Mills in the ball game. Alexis Lopez as well. Tobin's going to go under center. Quick pass, right side. Caught just behind the line of scrimmage. Makes a move. And kind of spins, pulls away forward. I think that's Blaine Emberton on the catch up to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 6.
Yeah, good effort that time by Blaine. That's about a 3-yard catch that he turned into 7 yards.
So, again, the best passing night of the year, throwing and catching by this Yellow Jacket offense that we've seen here in 2020. This time Tobin's in the shotgun. Pass, caught, Hutto out of the backfield. Turns it back inside at the 40. Hit, knocked forward to the 35, and that may be a defensive penalty. No, well, he threw it back at the 40. I thought it might have been the hit on Hutto, but is this one coming back? It is a face mask.
I was going to say Hutto was the only Yellow Jacket in the area. That'll stop the clock.
Give a 5-yard.
30.
First down at the 30, 42 seconds. The clock starts, ticking at 40. Tobin in the shotgun at the 36. Hutto beside him, just to his left. 4 receivers in the pattern. Rolls to his right just a bit. Wants to turn it, tuck it, get to the outside. Positive yardage. tackled up at about the 22-yard line. Clock won't stop. There are no timeouts. Didn't get the first down, didn't go out of bounds, as you said. Well, the clock is stopped at 18 seconds.
Get out of bounds. CAC took a timeout. Wow.
Timeout Mustangs.
We'll take it. Give us a couple more plays. We're definitely going to have to spike it, but it'll be down around 10 seconds at best.
And the offensive set. They'll circle around head coach Gisterfan at least one more time and talk it over and see what they can do here to get the ball into the end zone with 18 seconds remaining. They're going to fight to the end, trailing 47-29.
Next week's opponent, Batesville Southside, got beat tonight by the preseason favorite Stuttgart 42-0. That game was played at Stuttgart. So the Yellow Jackets will come in on a positive note, hopefully, with 29 points, possibly more. Batesville Southside got shut out tonight 42-0.
Out of the timeout, clock stopped. So Yellow Jacket offense has time to get set. 4 receivers, there's 3 on the left side. Tobin takes the snap, he rolls to his left, stops, turns, throws it. Oh, middle of the field. Emerton had plenty of space, but he couldn't get up to the football. And there's a flag after the play, and it's a defensive penalty. Is that going to be a personal foul? Roughing the passer. So the clock will stay stopped, I believe, at 13 seconds, and that should be a 15-yard penalty, or is it half the distance? The line of scrimmage was the 23. Harley Tobin looks okay.
I think he's dished out more licks than he's taken tonight.
Official will mark it off.
Got the chance to take some shots into the end zone here. Incomplete passes stop the clock. If you take off and run, you got to get out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 12, 13 seconds.
Wide now for the first time.
Take the snap, roll to the left, throws it left, into the corner behind the defense. Epley is going to try to make a one-handed catch, but ball's going to carry him out the back of the end zone. The game clock didn't start. We're still at 13 seconds. I don't know. Don't tell the clock keeper that.
Mr. Stan, keep your finger off the clock.
That happens in basketball sometimes, and the fans get upset. Start the clock. So, no harm, no foul. 1 second, and they got the snap up just in time with a play jump ball right side. Jasper Burgess, can he hang on to it?
Yes.
It's a touchdown. Burgess. Well, that's kind of what we talked about, the basketball player coming over to play football in his senior season. We thought we might see that on occasion, and that time they do. The big man's able to catch that one, hang on to it. Touchdown, 47-35. Yellow Jackets score with 6 seconds remaining.
You called it right. That was a jump ball. He ran a corner route, a flag route, running straight for the pylon. Dipped inside, get a little separation from the defensive back, and then Harley Tobin lobbed it up into the corner. He went up the top of his jump, made the catch. And the Yellow Jackets are going to go for 2 here.
They were successful earlier on a 2-point opportunity. Tobin wants to pass, goes to his left again. Throw it back of the end zone. Emberton hangs on, and he scores.
Wow.
Back corner of the end zone. He kind of had to jump a bit. Oh, and it's a holding call. Is going to bring it back. That was a pretty play. If you're watching live on the video stream tonight on the KHPQ Sports channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, Emerton had a little jump himself on that one in the corner of the end zone and hung on to it. All for naught as far as points on the board, but
I don't think we've ever seen 2 better back-to-back catches than those 2. That second one's going to be wiped off the board, but Burgess and Blaine Emerton back-to-back tremendous catches. A couple of guys that play basketball or have played basketball in the past, and that's going to move it back. I think Infante now going to attempt a long extra point.
That'll give Aldridge an opportunity. You know, he can kick. He's got a little bit of leg, and now he'll get a chance tonight to do something a little bit special. Not just an extra point, but he'll back it up. And what that's
about 33 yards. Job Chalk on the hold.
The snap's high. It's going to go behind Infante. He'll pick it up. Now he's going to have to run for his life to the 30, the 25, down the sideline, tackled out of bounds. 6 seconds on the clock. The extra point attempt fails, and there'll be one play remaining in this one. Yellow Jackets have to kick off the football. 47-35 as Yellow Jackets score, 4 touchdowns in the second half. The Mustangs put up 3. So the Yellow Jackets, they win the second half. They played well in the first, had some big plays, but just spotted the Mustangs too many points. But they certainly gave Central Arkansas Christian all that they wanted here in the second half. The Mustangs had to play to the final 6 seconds of this one. The Yellow Jackets put up a good effort tonight, and they've got highlights on both sides of the football. And as you said earlier, some things to build upon, coach on this week, and try to have an opportunity next week to pick up their first win of the season on the road.
Last week they had a really good first half, played very hard against a very good Dardanelle team. This week I think you can say they stretched it all the way into 4 quarters, and by far the best beginning to end performance of the year for the Yellow Jackets, and hopefully something to build on. And we still have 6 games left of the regular season.
Yeah, I think maybe the fans recognize that as well. There was still some cheering going on here late in this one. I think they appreciate the effort tonight they've seen from their football team. Onside kick down the middle of the field, and the Mustangs will cover it. Well, didn't give enough time for 6 seconds to run off the clock, so the Mustangs will have to snap the football.
Yeah, good effort tonight. Great job. The fans hung in here tonight. Most of the crowd is still here. It was senior night, and it was also, we recognized the athletes of the year from 2019-2020. That came about because we had no spring sports banquet due to COVID-19, but it was good to see Allie Bramlett and Craig Bradley and Tara Slayton recognized at halftime.
One more play. Newbirth will stay in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll take a knee. And that'll do it. The clock will wind down here at Jim Tomlinson Field. And the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs get the victory tonight over the Yellow Jackets, 47-35. And a good show of sportsmanship. Some of the players there coming out of that last play, they're giving some high fives and some chest bumps to each other. And this year, different than other years, the teams don't meet at the 50-yard line and shake hands due to the COVID restrictions. But you saw some good sportsmanship by the players there at the end. Head coach Chris Dufran, I guess that's Coach Thomas Shoemaker. They give each other a fist bump as both teams will gather up in their respective huddles, and they'll talk it over here before we close out this one. Well, we'll take our final break before we close out this one. Back to the studio for just a few moments. When we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
At First Security, our team is proud to be only in Arkansas. In fact, we've been committed to our home state since 1932. Why does that matter? Banking with First Security means that you get friendly service from local professionals right where you live. Decisions are made here, and so are relationships. From personal banking to business to mortgage, First Security is here for you. First Security, only in Arkansas. FSBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
You asked for a tractor that could do it all. You got it. Massey Ferguson Global Series tractors are here at Grassroots Equipment, and they're completely designed by industry experts based on input from farmers like you. They've undergone 65,000 hours of rigorous endurance testing, so they're ready to stand up to even the most extreme conditions. No matter which model you choose, you'll benefit from the legacy that can only be built by Massey Ferguson. Visit Grassroots Equipment in B Branch and get a new Massey Ferguson tractor today. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Are you suffering from painful varicose veins? I'm Dr. Brock King with Conway Regional Surgical Associates. I have been performing varicose vein surgery for the last 15 years. The benefits of this in-office procedure include reduced pain, increased mobility, better sleep, and much more. Join me at Conway Regional for a free vein mapping and get started with a treatment plan to fit your needs. Call 501-327-4828 for more information. Let's get you back on your feet. Schedule an appointment today.
Ready. Thank you. And I think a little enthusiasm by the Yellow Jacket team as they broke away from their huddle to finish up this one tonight. They know they put a really good effort in for 4 quarters, as you said earlier. Finished strong in the second half, and an encouraging night here for the Yellow Jacket football squad. Well, if you joined us late, just a quick recap of how we got here tonight.
Yeah, in the first quarter, the Yellow Jackets couldn't do anything with the football. They got the opening kick to start the game, had to punt 3 plays and out. Their second possession of the quarter, they turned the ball over with a fumble. The great running back for CAC, Ty Williams, he had the only score that first quarter. It was a 3-yard touchdown run on a 61-yard drive. The extra point was no good at the end of 1 quarter of play. Central Arkansas Christian led by a score of 6-0. They would stretch the lead to 21-0. On a couple of Jackson Richmond touchdown catches. He had one from Williams, the running back, on a halfback pass for 75 yards. He had another one from the quarterback, Palmer Gilbrick. That was for 62 yards. Ryan kicked the extra point on both of those.
Hey.
With 4:24 left in the first half, it was 21-0 CAC and looked like the route may be on, but the Yellow Jackets wouldn't quit. They took over the CAC 44-yard line and scored on a Harley Tobin to Nick Epley, 35-yard touchdown pass with 2:42 left in the first half. Infante kicked the extra point. The Yellow Jackets had cut the lead to 21-7, but CAC drove 55 yards, scoring with 19 seconds left in the first half. Point after was no good. Williams scored on a 1-yard touchdown plunge, and at the half, it was all CAC. It was 26-7 to half. The Yellow Jackets were down by 19 points at the half. The Yellow Jackets wouldn't quit though. CAC got the ball to start the second half. The Yellow Jackets forced them to punt, and the Yellow Jackets took over at their own 28. And the best drive of the season, probably, they drove 72 yards. And Cody Davis capped it off with a 2-yard touchdown run, and Fonte kicked the extra point. It was 6:55 left in the third quarter. The Yellow Jackets had cut it to 12 at 26-14. CAC answered, though, with a 64-yard touchdown drive. Williams scored from 10 yards out. Ryan kicked the extra point. And then CAC had put the lead back again to 33-14 with 6:15 left in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets came right back, a 55-yard drive. Hutto scored from 1 yard out. Yellow Jackets decided to go for two. Hutto carried the 2-point conversion in, and with 1:10 left in the third quarter, the Yellow Jackets had cut a 19-point lead down to 11, down to 33-22. Yellow Jackets needed to get the ball back, get a turnover, get a stop. Couldn't do it. DeMarco scored on a 7-yard touchdown run for CAC early in the fourth quarter. That made the score 40-22. The Yellow Jackets, for the third straight possession, scored again. They drove 65 yards. Hutto scored his second touchdown of the night, a 2-yard touchdown run. And Jasper Burgess had a big catch on that drive. Infante kicked the extra point. Burgess had a catch on fourth down where he carried a tackler across the first down marker, broke away, got down to the 2-yard line. Hutto would eventually carry it in. Infante kicked the extra point, and with 6:44, the Yellow Jackets had cut the lead to 11 again at 40-29. Needing to get a stop, but the Yellow Jackets just couldn't quite do it. Gilbrecht ran 7 yards on fourth down to keep a drive alive. Eventually, he would pass to Richmond for his third touchdown of the night, a 20-yarder. And Ryan kicked the extra point, and CAC extended the lead to 47-29. Just when you think, pack it in, start looking to next week, the Yellow Jackets scored again. They drove 48 yards, and it was a Harley Tobin to Jasper Burgess 12-yard touchdown pass with 6 seconds left, which would set up the final score tonight. It was CAC 47 and Clinton 35. The Yellow Jackets fall to 0-4 for the first time since 2000. And the Yellow Jackets fall to 0-1 in conference play and look to bounce back next Friday night as they travel to Independence County to take on Southside Batesville, a 42-0 loser tonight to Stuttgart. So both teams looking to get their first conference victory next Friday night. And I hope you can join us on the road. If you can't, you can listen to it right here or see it on HPQ.
And another good crowd tonight at Jim Tomlinson Field. The stands stayed in to the very end of the game. Matter of fact, our friend Dewey Williams, he doesn't want to go home. He's still in the stands tonight as most folks are trying to make their way out of the stadium. But, again, the crowd stayed to the end. The football team rewarded them playing hard to the end of this one. Well, thinking of some of those guys that played hard tonight, some candidates for the First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game. Again, we appreciate First Arkansas Bank and Trust, again, our title sponsor again this year for Player of the Game, located in the Northside Shopping Center across from Goods Cash Saver, Pizza Hut, and Radio Shack. Stop in, tell them you enjoy listening to Yellow Jacket Sports here on KHPQ and see what they can do for you. A full line of banking products and services to meet your needs. They'll take good care of you. You see their big sign. It says lobby closed, but drive-through open. So if you can't get inside, pull through and let them take good care of you. Tonight, had my eye on a couple of guys, especially after that first half, and they both had good second halves. Maybe one of those guys had an opportunity to get his hands on the football a little bit more than the other one, but I thought Nick Epley had a really good night. You made the comment in the first half about if he can get his hands on it, he's going to catch the football and pull it in. He had catches tonight coming out of the backfield, catching out on the side, near the sideline, making some moves, making some yards, and in that passing attack that we saw tonight really take flight for the Yellow Jackets for the best that we've seen in 2020. Epley was a big part of that, especially in the first half, getting that going for the Yellow Jackets and yards after the catch, and so I want to call him out, and he had a really good night. But you look at maybe the guy that got those balls to him, passing the football, running the football tonight, playing defense in the secondary. Harley Tobin, the sophomore, really maybe even call this his breakout game. We talked about he's going to get better and better as the season goes on, and the more repetition and the more opportunities to play senior high football this year for the first season. Tobin really looked good tonight. His best passing night of the year. We don't have Jeremy Carson here to keep up with stats for us, so I wasn't tracking attempts and completions and yardage, but a very good night for Harley, running the football as well. And that was exciting to watch.
Yeah, it could be his coming out party tonight. We've seen him in practice. We see glimpses of it. The talent is there. Tonight we saw it on display, both throwing, running, as he, more and more repetitions. He gets comfortable under center, reading defenses, when to pass, when to run. And tonight was a great performance by Harley Tobin. We saw, as I said, be able to run the football, be able to throw the football, also played on defense. And so I think Harley Tobin, this will probably be one of many in his career, his first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. Probably a couple guys I'd like to mention too, probably Josh Witt on defense had a good night, and the entire offensive line. This was by far the best performance by the offensive line, which we thought would be a strength coming into the season. Maybe they're rounding into shape, and they really looked good tonight. And so there's a lot of candidates we could have had tonight, a lot of honorable mentions, I guess you could say.
How about Jasper Burgess? I think he had 3 catches on offense. One of those a touchdown late in the ball game. One, did he make the catch? And a great yards after the catch here just before that, the play. And then he had the interception in the end zone on the defense side of the football to stop a Mustang drive.
And a lot of people don't know we used him at wide receiver early. We needed him at tight end now. We've had some players leave, and we needed him. So a lot of times he's playing at tight end and blocking. And that's not easy for a first-year guy. Hadn't played since, I don't know, maybe about 7th grade to learn the blocking schemes. So when they're not throwing the ball to him, he's doing some things you may not notice. But that's what we talked about, the offensive line having their best game of the year. He's part of that offensive line a lot of times. On the jump ball pass, he was lined up at wide receiver, but a lot of times he's now lining up at tight end, and he is a nightmare for a linebacker to have to cover in pass coverage as a tight end. So besides what we saw, there's a lot of things he did the average fan doesn't see, and that's when he's blocking at tight end. So, yeah, a lot of candidates tonight, a lot of good things to build upon tonight, and hopefully if we go next week and get a win, that would really be great for the morale and for the confidence of the team. Stuttgart defeated Batesville Southside tonight by a score of 42-0, so they're going to come in that game reeling. And the Yellow Jackets didn't win tonight, but really had some good things happen for them tonight.
And I'll look forward to maybe our post-game visit with the coaching staff here, just moments away from that off air. But maybe you got a chance to see some of the practice this week. I said it in the first half, kind of joking, but kind of serious. I don't know. Maybe we give the coaches almost a player of the game. I don't know if it was execution by the players or if it was the play call by the coaching staff tonight. But a lot of things worked, and it really looked good when it did.
I watched practice a couple times this week, and you would a lot of times 0-3 players come out. Had a bad start, go through the motions, things like that. I sit out here Wednesday in a raincoat and watch those guys practice hard for a couple of hours in that cold rain on Wednesday. And so that tells me those kids still have a lot of spirit and a lot of heart still left. And so Yellow Jacket fans can be proud of that. But those kids have not given up, and they practice in the rain and the cold on Wednesday when it had been easy not to. And also the coaching staff. You know, you can't forget this good coaching staff, Coach DeFran in his 19th season, and the assistants have been with us now for several years. Joe Hudson, 12 years, I think. Jesse Wilson, 11. Jordan Benson's with us for several years. Good coaching staff, consistency, stability. They keep pushing the kids, and the wins aren't coming now, but they are going to.
Well, folks, that'll do it. We've hit the 10 o'clock hour. And Sid King is with us tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he hadn't been home since the wee hours of the morning when he opened up the station early on and staying late with us tonight. So certainly glad to have Sid on the scene with us, making sure that the video gets going on the live stream. Ryan Jones, our video engineer. Kelsey Robertson in the studio for us in downtown Clinton. For Mike Holly, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
You've been listening to Clinton Yellow Jacket Football on KHPQ. Tonight's game has been brought to you by